Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Pumped up. Late night chat. Live Q&A. Discussion time. Movie talking time. And a brother from another mother is here. Martial artist, stuntman, horror lover, films of all of them. You like all of them, right? There's no bad ones, right? Alex Chung in the house, hanging out with the Samurai Guy, surprising the brother today, which is awesome because it's always an honor to hang out with him and talk movies. And I see all of you badasses watching. That's right, all the movie dojo army in the house representing horror movies. We're talking action horror tonight. Is the topic of discussion. Let's see who is up in the hizzy. Who we got here? We got Brandon. What's going on, my friend? Lone Wolf Ronin. Oh yeah, he's like, what's going on? Movie Dojo Army. That's right. Smash that like button. Oh yeah. We got Lone Wolf. We got Heather. We got Tyler in the house. What's going on? Iron Wolf. Mike Swift. That's right. Bo McCubbins. All right. And I saw him in here. Oh, we got Carloy in the house. What's going on, brother? What's cracking, my friend? MKF30 in the house. Lone Wolf Ronin. Who else we got here? All of the badasses are showing up. Holy moly, guacamole. Tribal Chief in the house. Jane. Kevin Lambert. Todd, what is going down? Browntown. And Eric in the house. He's saying, what's up, Samurai Guy? And Alex. All right. Oh, already got Super Chat. Thanks for supporting the channel. Saunders Child in the house. Have you seen Redcon 1 yet? I am a zombie in that. Holy shit, no way. All right. Nice. Shout out to, I have seen Redcon 1. And if that's your choice for tonight's pick, by all means, put it in the chat. Put it in the comments, guys, your favorite action horror movies. But I'm gonna go through my picks. Alex, feel free to comment on each movie I pick and show. Okay? Hey, it's okay. So like, I don't really like the movie, but I get it why you put it on. That's fine. We're here to have fun. And then I'm going to go to you guys as well, because Samurai Guy, I know there's probably thousands of other movies that could be considered action horror that I'm not going to name because my brain is old and I got all this gray hair now. I'm losing my memory. So you're going to have to help Samurai Guy out, Alex as well. And I want to put in the chat recommendations, all right? Movies that could be gold for the action horror genre or good enough. And I want to read it, and I might look it up. We might check it out. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead and have some fun here. Lone Wolf Ronin says, hey, Alex. Hey, bud. What's going on? Can you see the comments, Alex?
I can, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and have some fun here. Now, some of these picks are amazing. Some of these are like the classics of all time, like the greatest movies I've ever made. And some of them are like, Samurai Guy, I know that's your guilty pleasure. You sneaking it in. So let's have some fun here. So I'm gonna show my picks. Alex is gonna comment, and then Alex is gonna, if he has some picks, he's gonna name some that could be definitely recommended for those that love action horror. That's what this whole discussion is about. And then I'll go to chat as well. Let's kick it off, my friend. All right, let's see. Up first, come on now. Might be some spoilers here, but y'all already know these movies. Come on now, we talking action horror. Alex, thoughts on Blade, my friend? Thoughts on Blade, son? Come on now, we gonna kick it off from the top.
This might be a controversial opinion. In Bizarro World, but I love Blade.
Oh, you scared me there. You almost gave Samurai Guy a heart attack.
Yeah, the second and third are a different subject, but
right.
But yeah, I if anyone hasn't seen Blade in a while, I challenge you to watch. You don't have to watch the whole movie; just watch the opening scene.
That's it.
And see if you can compare it to anything today. Very few compared to that opening scene.
Exactly. I mean, it's just oozing badassity from beginning to end. Fight sequences on point. You're so pumped up with adrenaline. You have that adrenaline rush by the end, especially when he's like Frost and he's going after Deacon Frost. And then you get that one scene where they're just saying, fuck it, we just go roundhouse kick in front of each other and not hit each other for forever.
Oh, yeah.
But you're just showing off. It's the 90s. You got to show off, man. And martial art is showing off. I'm all for that. But it's just like one of those you don't even care. It's like, oh, earlier Blade ripped off the guy's throat, threw it at another motherfucker. I'm like, it's just too badass. I mean, I saw Blade in the theater 3 times. And rewatching Blade in 4K, man, yo,
Oof.
the picture's phenomenal. And, it still holds up, like Alex said. Like it still holds up. Like it just has to go on there. Somebody said Karen. Karen. There's some people some of the Movie Dojo Army members want me and Lady Fabula to review Karen. I don't know. We might laugh at it. But yeah, go ahead, Alex.
Oh no, since you watched it in 4K, I was just curious how the CG holds up at that resolution.
Excuse me. The CGI didn't even hold up on VHS.
That's true.
So it's just, hey, they ran out of budget and time, so that's why the CGI looks the way it is. But still, other than that, dude, picture quality's like it looks like a brand new movie. So highly recommend. What's killing me, what's Samurai Guy's dying over here, is my next pick that needs to go on the action horror list. Blade 2 ain't on 4K. Yo, come on now. We need some Blade 2 Electric Boogaloo in 4K. Come on. What's happening here? Why do we only have the first one? Love Blade 2. And it's just one of those, it's interesting because as an overall movie, in terms of storytelling, a lot of people consider Blade to be better than Blade 2. In terms of storytelling, I can't really argue with that, right?
Yeah.
You have the iconic moment with Whistler dying in the first one and all that, right? Hey, he's back in the second one. So I get it. But in terms of like the action and the violence was really ramped up, at least for me. And the new breed of vampire was way more scarier than the vampires in the first Blade. Those things were freaky, man. Those little sucklings. I forgot the name. I forgot what they were called. But that was the movie that made me a Luke Goss fan. Introduced me to Luke Goss, and that fight with him and No Man at the end was badass. As much as I love Blade 1, it's a 5-star movie for me. The fight with Deacon Frost was really short, unfortunately. But you get the fight with Nomak was really it satisfied. It scratched the itch. Blade 2's got to go on there, man. It's got to go on there. Come on, you got Ron Perlman. Come on now, they're down in the sewers, fighting these badasses. You get a little Donnie Yen bonus. Come on now, let's have some fun here.
I'm glad you're reminding me of all the good things about Blade 2. Yeah, I agree.
I'm not saying Blade 3. Chat, this is a free country. If you want to put Blade Trinity in there, go ahead.
There's a third
Put
Blade
it in there.
movie?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Oh God, yeah. Any other thoughts on the Blade movies 1 and 2 before we move on?
It's funny about Blade 2 is I remember loving it when it came out, and I had recently revisited it, I think on Netflix, and I still enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I think because like I was really young when I saw Blade 2, like basically not old enough. I wasn't 18, but watching it again, there's so much badassity, as you would put it, in the movie,
Yeah.
and there's so many ingredients that I love. But then there's stupid things, like I'm sure everyone here agrees about that horrible CG fight in front of the lights where
Yeah, that almost ruined that fight, because if you look at that fight itself, that fight choreography was sick, man. With the
nothing wrong with the
swords.
choreography.
And then when it went to the CGI stuff in the air, I was like, oh no, Guillermo del Toro, what are you doing? You're a little too ambitious here, So,
But then the scene ends
with.
with them being like, "Oh, we brought a message, or we've come to like for a truce or whatever." I'm like, then why did you sneak in with swords and engage in this? like someone could have gotten stabbed or decapitated like at any moment.
Right.
So just things like that. But and also just kind
script issues.
Yeah, and things like Donnie Yen dying off screen, but obviously there's like behind the scenes stories about that
Yeah.
too. And little things like, and also like I honestly, between the 3 Blade movies, I never thought, this is just my personal opinion obviously, but I never thought Blade had a worthy adversary. Like all 3 main villains in all 3 movies to me were kind of, like I guess Deacon
Even
Frost.
Nomak, huh?
Yeah, well, okay, here's the thing. Like Deacon Frost, it's just Steven Dorff, and so even with the Magra powers, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, well,
he
I mean, I get it.
he
He's
did
not
kind of
even a
job out
pure
quick.
blood, you know. He's
Yeah,
just some punk kid.
yeah, yeah,
Nomak was cool because he was like a Reaper and he was like Patient Zero, but at the same time, he was kind of like some dude in rags to me. But their fight was definitely more satisfying than
yeah.
Deacon Frost. And
I mean,
then,
you gotta love the part where Blade breaks his arm and the bone pops out,
oh yeah, yeah,
and then and then Nomad regenerates and then elbows him in the back and the top of the head. I mean, little stuff like that is fun.
yeah. And I like the guy who played him. I like the performance. I like his fights. But it's just,
Luke Goss, man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Did that guy retire?
I
I
have
know
no
he just
idea.
came out with a movie, I think this year, and then I heard a rumor that he's doing some kind of some kind of business deal, and he may be retired. Like he's just making so much money from this business deal he's making that he's just like, well, I don't really need to act anymore. So I don't know. I don't know. I
Fair
know
enough.
he's a musician too, and I think he's in a group. But yeah, shout out to Luke Goss. So
Yeah.
all right, so. Honest opinion, I think it deserves to be on here in terms of action horror movie lists. The the first three Underworld movies. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
I
okay,
actually don't see what's wrong with those movies
okay.
other than the obvious.
I kind of tuned out, to be honest, after when the fourth one came out.
Hmm.
I kind of forgot it after I watched it.
Hmm.
I need to rewatch it. And then Blood Wars I've had on Blu-ray for like 3 years and I still haven't watched it yet. But I think the first three Underworld movies are definitely legit, entertaining, popcorn action flick movies. Like, definitely, they deserve to be on the action horror list. Do you have a favorite out of the franchise, Alex?
Of Underworld,
Uh huh.
yeah, like I hadn't like watched them that many times. It
Okay.
was kind of just like I'd watch it and then kind of forget about it. But I do like I love stylistically those movies.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, at first I'm like, "Pfft, what is this? It's kind of
Right.
like I wouldn't even say late to the party, but it's just like it's not groundbreaking anyway. But honestly, like when you watch it, it's like you get exactly what you pay for.
Yeah.
And so it kind of tickled my itch, or not tickled, scratched my itch.
Yeah.
I guess the first one, but that's like
Yeah.
very typical for me to say.
Well, it's entertaining, so it's not like you're picking a bad one.
Yeah.
Here's a controversial pick for you. Samurai Guy. Believe it or not, I enjoy the first two. Believe it or not, even with the bad CGI werewolves, my favorite in the franchise is Rise of the Lycans, man. I really like the third one.
Fair enough.
That's like my favorite one.
Any
And
any
I think
particular reason why?
I think, well, I think it's because the whole prequel, the beginning of the war, and I like that
Yeah.
storyline. And what makes me like it the most is that this is pre guns. And I mean, we love our guns, 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 right? We love our guns, but you know, it's all about the melee battle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like vampire versus werewolf, mano y mano, and it's all melee battles mostly in Rise of the Lycans. I think that's why I like that one the most, which is I did not expect. By the
Mhm.
way, I didn't expect that. I was just like, oh. But yeah, I guess I own Blood Wars. I guess I might as well give it a shot and try try to watch it. I guess. Dude, is Blood Wars? Is that the end?
I don't know. I hadn't
Legitimately,
I hadn't seen it either, so I would not know.
chat. Let me know if Blood Wars did they leave that open for a sequel, or is that the final? This is the end of the Underworld franchise. Let me know, chat. All right, we gonna throw in a little bit of sci-fi stuff in here now. It's a 5-star movie in my opinion. It's a perfect movie. I don't care what anybody else says. Come on now, aliens, son,
Oh
aliens,
shit!
aliens. Come
Yeah,
on
you
now,
read my mind.
come on. This is what it's all about. This is like the pinnacle of action horror. is really not that much bad to say, or anything bad to say. I mean, come on, get away from her, you bitch. Come on now. Early 80s, what? Where you at, 80s kids? This is fucking phenomenal. This is a phenomenal movie. And what's so strange is when you watch this movie, they just don't make them like this anymore.
No.
They just don't make them like this anymore, man. Visuals, fantastic for the time. Creature and suit effects, fantastic. Stan Winston making the Queen it's just mind blowing that's a real large thing that they got walking around until they need the little miniature puppet now and then. But it's just like it's such a phenomenal movie. Aliens is, man. Thoughts on Aliens, Alex? You hate it.
Oh, it's I watch it every year. I actually got to see it on the big screen on an IMAX screen a few years ago.
No way.
And you make an excellent point about how well it ages. I think the first two movies age really well. I remember being in university and watching the first one, not even on Blu-ray, but just on DVD. Yeah. And someone walked in who had never seen it. It's like, what is this movie? Did this just come out? I'm like, no, dog. This came out in 1979. And then seeing Aliens on the big screen, I remember the person next to me said they'd never seen Aliens before. I'm like, oh my God, you are in for a treat. And yeah, there's nothing really. I mean, with the exception of maybe a few things, there's nothing really dated about it. It's so like it aged so well.
And if you want to nitpick, you can nitpick any movie, really.
Yeah.
Even if the movie's perfect, 5 stars, you can nitpick stuff. It's easy to do, right? But it's just phenomenal. It's just, we have a 27 by 40 poster over here of the movie. And of course, we got our Aliens versus Predator shelf back here. Yeah. But it's phenomenal.
I wouldn't say it's ahead of its time.
It's just insane.
Because, now you have.
I miss that James Cameron. I miss that James Cameron. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah. But now we got blue people.
Yeah.
James
but like
Cameron
even like I was thinking just like, you see movies like Kate and Gunpowder Milkshake and all that coming out right now. Like, you look at Aliens. If it came out today, it would fit right in, but it came out like decades ago.
It would destroy,
and it would destroy them. Yeah,
because Ripley is not a forced character on us. Ripley's like a legit, real character that we root for, and she's like a legit badass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, and she's not perfect. She makes mistakes. She's like a real person. What?
She's OG'd.
Yeah. It's just amazing.
And if you want to look at it from a feminist point of view, the whole movie is actually like so organically feminist. Like none of it's forced. Like look at the dynamic with the Marines, and look at the dynamic with the Queen and the eggs, and look at like the whole story that's being told. It's just I don't know. It really is a masterpiece.
Oh yeah. Now, I saw a few from chat here. I know I wanted to go chat. I want to go to chat later, but I might forget.
Yeah, I saw some mentions that I'm trying to remember too, because I feel like.
Okay, I don't want to go too far up because everyone's flooding with comments because they're awesome. I did see Pitch Black. Somebody called out Pitch Black. That deserves to go on here. Pitch Black does deserve to go on here. Riddick is a fun character. Even. What, the third Riddick movie? Not so much the second one, but the third one, he does go back to fighting creatures again, right?
I hadn't seen the third one. I just seen that in Chronicles of Riddick, which both I enjoyed when they came out.
Chronicles of Riddick, the director's cut's a lot better, definitely. But Pitch Black, good call out, and someone else called out Starship Troopers, son. Yes, Starship Troopers on
These are all sci-fi movies as well, which is interesting.
I know, right? Yeah. Put that on the action horror list, definitely. Starship Troopers, and horror comedies can go on here too now. It's fine. So, but yeah, we're having fun. So great picks, chat. You guys are on roll here. Pitch Black and Starship Troopers. All right. So after Aliens, now I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one. It's not a great movie, but I feel I find this movie entertaining. It's entertaining, okay? I love Ron Perlman in it. It's entertaining, I think, in terms of, hey, you want to watch an action horror flick, You got nothing else to watch. You can't do any worse.
Could I
Then,
guess?
Alien
Oh, yes.
Resurrection.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Oh my
man.
god.
Come
No, dude,
on.
I
Come
will
on. Look.
defend this movie till the day I die.
Wait, what?
I will defend this movie till the
Oh
day I die.
shit! You're a fan.
I'm a huge
I thought I
fan.
was the only guy that liked the movie.
That's what I thought too.
Wow.
Good thing I'm here.
All right, I'm stunned right now. Wow, that's awesome, dude. You got the fucking taxi driver pistol, flinging out
Right,
of
yeah.
the fucking the dude's hands, leaning all the way back, upside down, shooting upside down. I mean, come on, Ron Perlman shooting a little spider because he was scared. Come on now. I think the guy in the wheelchair built from parts of his wheelchair a gun. Okay, I get the hate, I get it, but it's entertaining, man. It's an entertaining action, creature feature. I feel so. I'm gonna put Alien Resurrection on here. Everybody knows what Samurai Guy's favorite movie is by default. By default, everybody knows what Samurai Guy's favorite movie is. You know what's gonna go on the list now. Come on now, Predator, baby, Predator. 5 stars. Greatest movie of all time. Yo, Predator, son. A buddy of mine came over. He's never seen the movie, and I was like, "Yo, dude, you want to watch a good action sci-fi horror flick? Sit down. Let's check. Let's take some time because since he's never seen it." And he's all like, "All right, cool, Arnold and all that stuff." And I love movies that start out one way and they turn into something else. And I think that's where some of the magic of Predator and why it works. Because you have the big, buff, beefy, greased up, steroid taking badasses. You don't want to fuck with these dudes. They're like the most badass group of commandos ever. And then they get their asses handed to them. I think this is the first time you see Arnold Schwarzenegger scared out of his fucking mind running away. Which you never seen him do before this movie came out as a character. Running away until it was time to throw down mano a mano. And my buddy was sitting over here with me, and you have that, the music's fantastic, and you have that preparation scene, right? Where you got Arnold putting on the mud to cover himself, right? And then it cuts to Predator getting the laser sight and like cleaning his blades and shit. Dude, yo, come on now. Predator, man. One of my favorites. By default, my favorite movie. Is just phenomenal. Again, so many other Predator sequels came out and they still could not get it right. However, just because they can't be as good as the first movie, I feel some of the sequels deserve to go on the action horror list. Just in terms of pure entertainment purposes. Thoughts, Alex, on Predator 2?
I love how you didn't even ask me what I thought of Predator.
Oh,
like by default, I should love it, which I do. But I just thought that was pretty humorous. You just like, okay, I don't need to ask Alex what his thoughts on Predator are. I actually, Predator 2 is my favorite of the sequels. Part of it's nostalgia.
Oh yeah.
But it's also like, I don't know. I just love the setup. It's like, it's in Los Angeles, not just Los Angeles, but futuristic, like crime-ridden Los Angeles, and it's like, oh, just drop a Predator in here, and you're gonna have like a fun time. Like, it's such a great premise. Like, in fact, like the opening action scene on the street between the drug cartel and the cops is already a pretty awesome movie.
Yeah.
Before the Predator even shows up,
Dude, that whole beginning shootout is insanity.
Yeah.
That's like ridiculous, dude. Like, is this like the post-apocalyptic war? Like, that whole beginning was like insane. But yeah, you get a little Gary Busey bonus. You get some cool new weapons. In terms of entertainment value, Predator 2 definitely earns its rank on here, an action horror list. And you know what? Fuck it. Go and put Predators on there. What do you think of Predators?
Oh yeah, I really dug Predators. I think because it was the closest we got to the vibe of the first one, and I think they did enough different to make it interesting. Like, there were some nice twists and turns, and clearly it's one of those movies that didn't just have references to the old movies, but rather like utilized really well. Like, there's so many moments just off the top of my head when spoiler alert, Danny Trejo is like kind of slumped over dead, and you hear him go like, "Help me!" You know, we've heard the Predator use kind of voice clips before, but never in this way to like bait someone. And I just thought it was really cool, and just like little things like that. It was a pretty badass movie, you know. So I totally dug it.
Yeah, I mean, despite I have a lot of issues with it, but despite my issues with it, it's definitely entertaining enough to go on the action horror list. Definitely. Speaking of movies that are definitely not great, but I still feel it kind of needs to go on there because it's entertaining to me. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Fuck it. Alien versus Predator Requiem. Look at
Requiem.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, no, 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 no. I did not mean to say that.
Wait, am I being trolled? Am I being punked? Like,
oh God, I'm so sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, you know what? That might be some people's pick in chat. Go ahead and put it all in chat, guys, if you guys think Requiem deserves to be on there. But in terms of just popcorn entertainment, it's an entertaining flick. Definitely, it needs to go on there. Definitely, I think so. All right, enough of that. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, man. This is gonna be a fun. Alex might just leave now. He might just bounce out and be like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not gonna be a part of this. All right, look, we all have our guilty pleasures, okay? So I feel if double feature night, B movie, action horror double feature night, it's midnight, ain't nothing on the tube, right? You can't go wrong with this double feature, okay? Here we go. First one. Priest Unrated Edition. Priest Unrated. I'm sorry. I like this movie. I like the world. It definitely needed more action, but I like Paul Bettany's character. Priest, only the unrated version. I like Priest. The next one, and then Alex, you can pop in and destroy me after that. The double feature of the night. Paul Bettany basically plays the exact same character in this one. Legion. Yes, I'm putting Legion on here. Yes, Legion. So there you go. Double feature night. B movie double feature night. Legion and Priest unrated. All right, Alex, hit me with it.
Funny enough, I was like, oh, Priest and Legion. I found them. Now, I actually don't remember if I saw the unrated version of Priest or not. I did see it like on home video, but I don't know like if it was like unrated DVD or not. But I found them both mildly entertaining.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. That's great praise, actually.
Yeah. No, I don't have like really strong negative feelings, I guess, about them. Like.
All right. There we go. There you go. I'm just saying. You know what's so funny is you'll find DVD 2-packs of Priest and Legion together. Which is really funny if you want to go out and get a double pack. You might find them both on Blu-ray together too. But this is how you tell if you have the unrated version or if you don't. If you see Paul Bettany breaking bones and necks and you hear nothing, that means you have the theatrical version.
Okay.
There you go. But yeah. Both B movies, but entertaining. Oh, speaking of B movies, I'm looking at chat right now. Let's see. What's going on? Artisan, look at all these badasses showing up. Brotherhood of the Wolves, sure, definitely Brotherhood of the Wolf. It's not a B movie, but yeah, that is definitely good pick, Eric.
Oh yeah,
great pick. Brotherhood of the Wolf definitely needs to go on there. I saw another one, Planet Terror. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of everything, really. So and really well done. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Andre. I actually forgot this. I enjoy this movie. The unrated version of Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. I think it's a very fun fantasy horror flick. I enjoy it. What do you thoughts on Constantine, Alex? Do you think Constantine is worthy to put on there?
Ooh, you know, it's so funny. Like, where a lot of these movies, I forget to like evaluate them as action horror. I mean, I guess they could contain action and horror.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, Aliens, I would consider that sci-fi action, but I guess it has elements of horror, whereas the first Alien is sci-fi horror.
Right.
Constantine, I guess for me, it's a comic book movie, which it is. But
Right.
as action horror, I mean, I don't remember any remarkable action in it. I do remember liking it and
Yeah.
loving Peter Stormare's, devil, as a lot
It's
of
one of
people
the
do.
best, man.
Yeah,
One of the best devils ever.
yeah. I didn't love it. I mean, I'd have to revisit it, right?
Well, there's that one scene at the end for the finale, which is badass, and he goes in there with the kind of like the crossbow gun that looks like a
Right.
cross, and he takes out a room full of demons and stuff. That was dope. The problem is that was really it
Mhm.
in terms of
Yeah.
like
Okay.
memorable action sequences. I'm not going to say no. Who recommended that? Iron Wolf. Yeah, Iron Wolf wants to put that. Sure. Well, we could put that. Definitely, we could choose that one. Of course. Oh, we got. What'd you think of this one? Daybreakers.
I really
Yeah,
like Daybreakers. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Daybreakers, very underrated vampire flick. Great pick.
Yeah. Again, I don't really remember the
GZD.
action, but I liked it as a vampire movie.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I think it deserves to go on there though, because I mean, there was that hunt aspect in there, so you can kind of cheat a little bit. All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling. All right, now here's one. I just came across this. I was like, what is Corbin Nash? What is this? And I was up and I was bored and it was late, and I watched it. And it's a small budget movie, but it stars the badass that's in Warrior. And you know what? I'm going to click on this right now, and you'll recognize him. This guy, that dude. Let's see if you can see him, Alex. That guy. It's so fast. Sorry. He's like the leader of the. You seen Warrior, right, Alex?
The TV show?
Yeah.
I have yet to see it, and
Oh shit! Never
I know
mind. Never
people
mind.
really recommend it to me.
Okay, good. I won't spoil it then. But he's one of them. He's one of the main characters in there. He's like the
Okay.
almost the rival of our lead guy.
Right.
But I won't ruin it for you. But Corbin Nash doesn't have tons and tons of action in it. But this actor's portrayal in here is really badass. And he does fuck dudes up, especially towards the end of the movie. So if you guys want a nice little smaller scale, little vampire action flick, definitely check out Corbin Nash. And to give you some disturbing nightmare fuel, yes, that is Corey Feldman right there. Right there. It's Corey Feldman. Yeah, I know. There you go. Have a good night sleeping there. All right. Okay, so now this one I know I'm the only one that likes this movie. I don't think anybody else has seen this. Hold on, I have some super chats here. Bo, thanks for the support, my friend. Thoughts on the Purge movie series and a recent action horror I watched recently was Overlord. Yeah, Overlord's actually one of my picks, Bo. But yeah, great pick. I have the first three Purge movies on Blu-ray. I never watched the third one. I haven't got to it yet, and I don't know what is it. What are they on Purge 6 now? Like I lost where they're at. But Purge Anarchy, I believe, is the second one with Frank Grillo. That was good. I actually enjoyed that. That literally could go on the list for me. I actually been hearing from some of you that the most recent Purge that came out this year was actually pretty good. So I might jump back in. We'll see. Have you seen Purge Anarchy, Alex?
I actually haven't seen any of them, which is
But
weird because
you know the concept though, right?
I know the concept, which is why it's weird I haven't seen it because it's something I would eat up right away. But it's just, I guess this is one of those things where as the new ones come out, like I have to watch the first one first. I have to like get into it properly. So
Right.
one of these
It was
days.
just cool. Yeah, and me too. Like I'll go back to it. I might as well watch the third one and kind of catch up just for fun. But the second one was legit because now they're outside. The first movie, everybody's stuck inside their houses, and it focuses on one family only during the purge. But the second one, you're outside on the, so it's like free for all. And Frank Grillo's looking for someone, and he has his guns and shit, and he's like kind of escorting people and helping them out. So you do get the action aspect on there. So, I think I skipped another here. Eric, thank you, my friend, for the super chat, for supporting the channel. You rock, my friend. Thank you so much. All right, now this one I know. I know. Oh, here we got a good comment here. What do you think? I'll let Alex choose if it needs to be on the list.
Train to Busan. Uh, if you put that on the list, then a lot of zombie movies would have to also go on the list, I think. But it does have kind of like a I don't know why I think speed, but maybe because they're on a train, but it has that element, like that adrenaline element of just like one location on the go, it's got an action pace or structure. I don't know how better to say it.
Right.
But I think I mean,
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, I'm not going to say no either. I say if Constantine is on that list, I don't see why Train to Busan wouldn't be on that list.
Right. All right, copy that. All right, now I am the only fan of this movie. Nobody else in the world likes this movie. I get it.
Trend.
I know it's a trend. It's a trend. Speaking of a trend, don't forget that movie you mentioned earlier. Don't forget that, Alex. You're gonna mention it later.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, when we're done with my list, you can mention it. Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter. That's right. Kronos of the Captain, who be hunting vampires. That's right. Swords, katana swords, all that stuff. Now, it's old school, okay? So there's not a lot of action in it. And when you do get action, it's not like it's really impressive. But you do follow this guy who's a badass, and you do follow him on his hunt for the vampire. Now, here's the thing, though. The very last sword duel between Kronos and another vampire is actually legit. The sword fight at the end is actually legit and worth checking out. So I feel I'm going to put it on the list and show it some love. I really wish it got a lot of sequels and became a franchise, but it seriously bombed big time. And I could see people watching it today and going like, Samurai Guy, what the hell is that guy's on crack? This is one of the most boringest movies I've ever seen. But I kind of enjoy it. Alex, have you seen this movie?
I have not, but should I?
I don't know, man. Like I said, there's not a lot of action in it. Do you like the old school Hammer horror era, or that's too far back?
No, it's not too far back from me. I absolutely love Hammer. It's just
okay.
I don't watch them for action. I watch them for blood and the aesthetic.
Okay, well then check it out then.
Yeah.
Check it out because I think this is still under the Hammer banner.
Okay.
So check it out. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. Like if you can watch it for free, definitely. What? I got a fan. There's another Captain Kronos fan. Oh my God. What is happening here? I am stunned right now. I thought it was the only guy on the planet. Oh man. Oh shit. What in the world? We got Big Rob up in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing, my friend? Everybody chiming in. Uh-oh, Tony's watching Silver Bullet, getting ready for tomorrow's verses. That's right.
Oh, shit.
That's right. He's watching it. Cool. Definitely the Vampire Hunter D movies, of course. But the thing is I didn't mention those. Those are good picks, Andre, definitely. But I'm not mentioning those because anime is a whole other new video. Because anime has 5 billion action horror series and movies. That's like a whole 5-hour thing. But yeah, definitely the first two of Vampire Hunter D films. Definitely. All right. You really? Oh my goodness. I saw your video, man, and it seemed like your daughter's doing good, man, so that's great. So, I'm sure you'll be fine, my friend. You're a badass. There you go. All right. Somebody mentioned it earlier. I feel it's definitely entertaining enough to go on the action horror list. Alex, your thoughts on John Carpenter's Vampires?
Well, here's the thing about John Carpenter. I see his name. Something in my DNA tells me to love it, no matter what, and it happens every time.
Nice.
But I think objectively, if that's even possible, Vampires is great. As action horror, it has the badass vampire hunter aspect, and I think a lot of John Carpenter movies should be on the list.
Technically, yeah, we could sneak They Live on there, definitely. But
Yeah.
They Live on there?
Yeah. Again, another sci-fi.
Yeah.
Which is a great
I don't know if we could put The Thing on there, because The Thing is more suspense.
horror suspense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sci-fi.
I don't know. I don't know if The Thing, but They Live, there's guns a-blazing in that for sure. Now, here's a good test for you, my friend. And somebody from chat mentioned it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Since you see John Carpenter on it, you have to love it no matter what, right? You see the name, right?
Oh, fuck.
So, what did you think of Ghost of Mars?
It's all right. Is it even a guilty pleasure? Like, it's kind of
It
like
could be. Not for me, because I need to rewatch it. I only seen it in the theater once, and I was like, oh boy. So
yeah. I wouldn't say like watch it. It's a great film. I'd be like, have you seen Ghosts of Mars? And if you haven't, then you haven't. But if you have, then cool. We can talk about it because we love Ghosts of Mars, don't we? Don't we?
I've only seen it once, man, and I was just like, I like parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely felt like a remake of Assault on Precinct 13 in space.
Yeah.
But do you? Because I don't remember it that well.
Neither do I.
Do you feel like it's worthy? Yeah, go ahead and put it on the action horror list. It's good enough. What do you think? I mean, come on, man. I picked Legion and Priest.
Oh, that is true. Like once you've added those two on the list, it's like it's almost a free for all. At least like in that era, like post 2000 CG written, not really scary horror action movies. But it is one of like the Carpenter movies I don't revisit. Like I'm never in the mood to watch Ghosts of Mars. I'm always in the mood to watch like The Thing or even Escape from New York. I almost said LA. But
would you put it on there? You don't have to.
I will. Okay, is it like the greatest of all time, or just it's just action horror?
It's just action horror. What you think is entertaining enough to go on the list. There you go.
Put it on the list.
There you go. All right, there you go. Ghost of Mars made it, guys. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely horror elements in Big Trouble, but I wouldn't put it on there.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. It's tough. Because Big Trouble in Little China has like 5 genres in one thing.
That is true, yeah.
And it's like horror is there, but I don't know. It's tough. I don't know about that. What do you think?
No, you make an excellent point. I wouldn't think it's preposterous if I saw it on someone's list. I'd be like, right on.
Right.
Of course, that's what I've said about kind of almost all of John Carpenter's films, because
yeah,
I guess when I think of it, I obviously remember the comedy. I remember like the martial arts,
the supernatural.
But I also remember
aspect,
like the creature and like
right.
And like Lopan is kind of scary sometimes with the fucking nails and shit.
Yeah.
I think also culturally too. Like
I love Big Trouble so much that if anybody else wants to pick it and put it on their action horror list, I'm going to say do it. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But in comparison, if we have to cheat a little bit, if I had to choose Big Trouble in Little China against Cobra to go on action horror, I might lean towards Cobra, to be honest, man, because Cobra is like a slasher movie if you think about it. Have you seen? You've seen Cobra, right? Stallone?
I've seen Cobra.
Yeah,
but
that's kind of a slasher cult.
Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury could be considered slasher, or Bruce Lee's the slasher because he's fucking killing people and hanging them from the lamppost throughout the whole movie. They're like, there's been another murder. You know, he's wearing disguises in broad daylight. You know, sorry. I realize it's coffee too, so it's really dangerous.
If I had the editing tools, I always wanted to do a fake horror version trailer of Fist of Fury. Just like take Fist of Fury and edit it like a horror trailer, movie trailer. I always wanted to do that just for fun.
Yeah, he's hanging out in the woods like Jason Voorhees. He's eating. I don't even know what he's eating in the movie. It's a rabbit or a cat or whatever. You know.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh yeah, here's a good one. Mandy. I would put Mandy on there. Not everybody's favorite, but I love it for what it is. I would put Mandy on there.
That's a good one. Yeah.
All right, back to the list here. Fist of Fury. There you go. Action horror. Put it on your list.
I mean, if Cobra is on the list, then why not?
Oh my god! But hey, don't think that Fist of Fury is my favorite Bruce Lee movie, but don't think that hadn't crossed my mind. You know, like Chen Zhen's a fucking maniac. You know, when I rewatched it, for our versus episode. That's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, this guy's insane, but I love the movie. All right, let's keep it going. All right, everybody knows this is my favorite werewolf movie. We're going to the low budget era. A movie I thought was gonna suck ass. It came on Sci-Fi Channel, and I was like, this is some fucking bullshit. And by the end of it, I was like, well, I just found my most favorite werewolf movie of all time. Dog Soldiers, baby. Fucking Dog Soldiers is phenomenal.
This is your favorite werewolf movie?
Yeah. This is my favorite werewolf movie, man. I love this movie. And it's just like, it's a perfect example of, hey, we do not have a big budget. Let's do the best that we can to make something badass and exciting. And it's a straight up standoff. And you know what's funny? It kind of reminds me a little bit of Southern Comfort. But if you take out the crazy hillbillies and you put in werewolves, that's what Southern Comfort is. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
So imagine, oh my God, I can't believe I forget the name. You know what movie I'm thinking about right now, right? Oh my God. Help me out, guys. Burt Reynolds, In the Woods, Hillbillies. Help me out. Oh my God, my brain is gone. God damn it. You got chat, help me out.
it's radio silent.
Come on, it's old school. Come on. God, oh my God, dude, I can't. Deliverance, thank you. Deliverance.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Deliverance, you have Deliverance, right? And then Southern Comfort is kind of similar, except they're all soldiers being hunted by crazies. Crazy. And the thing is the interesting thing with Dog Soldiers is they're just on a routine practice training thing, and they don't have real ammo. So eventually later they come across some more ammo, but it's just like Zulu, son. It's like a straight up standoff. And I love the way the werewolves look. They're tall, lanky, and they're like 12 feet tall. Yeah. It's just entertaining. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I really liked it. When I think of Dog Soldiers, I put it in the same category as like Evil Dead, where it's like horror action comedy as like a real trifecta. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Evil Dead, would you put Army of Darkness on the list? I would.
Yeah, again, like I consider more of action horror comedy rather than strict action horror. If
that could go on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as there's action in it.
Oh yeah. 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, a movie I thought was gonna suck big time, and me and my lady Fat Blood, the love of my life, went in. We're like, hey, let's have a good time, and we had a blast. Zero expectations, and we had an absolute blast with Ronnie Hughes, Freddy versus Jason, son. Come on now. Come on. You got Frankenstein versus the werewolf, Invisible Man. Come on now. This was made in the homage to those movies. Now, was the plot ridiculous? Sure. Do you care? No, I don't care. I want to see the throwdown. And the throwdown is fucking amazing. Are you fucking kidding me? Freddy, in the history of this franchise, has never used his claw. Excuse me, his claw. Has never used his glove. He's never used his glove the way he used it in Freddy versus Jason. You saw him strike and do things and attack Jason. He never used his glove like that in all of his movies. And come on, at some point he picks up Jason's machete and starts hacking Jason with it. Come on now. I think it's badass, phenomenal. It gave me what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a monster battle. It gave me that. So if that's what you're looking for, I think it deserves to be on the list. Alex, it's okay if you hate the movie. What do you think? Freddy versus Jason.
I think I already mentioned this during one of the verses, but I fucking love Freddy versus Jason.
Yes.
I don't know, very few. I mean, this is before the MCU. This is when crossovers were few and far between. And I remember sitting in theater and just being like, "Holy shit! These worlds are actually colliding." I think it works really well. I mean, again, some people may not agree, but I think it works really well as a Friday the 13th movie and a Nightmare on Elm Street movie simultaneously.
Yeah.
Having tropes from both and just kind of meshing them together. And one thing I appreciate is when you watch Freddy fight in the movie, in my mind, you know, because Freddy's fought so many kids who know how to fight that like you figure he must have like in his spare time like started training because he's like, I keep getting my ass kicked by these karate kids, and so when he fights Jason, he seems to have more moves in his back pocket than Jason does. I mean, he'd have to because he's the smaller dude.
Yeah,
and I just thought it was great, and it's Ronnie Yu who's also done like Jet Li's Fearless and stuff like that. So
Bride of Chucky.
Oh yeah. So he knows the genres very well, and just it's such a fun movie.
It's just fun. It's satisfying, and if you guys think about it, all the bullshit that was going on behind the scenes, we were lucky to get what we got. Really.
Oh yeah.
Alex. Sorry, wrong. What's up, Adam? Guy has a question.
I do actually. I have technically 2 channels. I have my personal channel where I just upload bullshit, and then I have my production company, Full House Films.
There you go.
I don't know how to link people to it. Just
look up Full House Films
Full
on
House
YouTube.
Films, yeah.
On YouTube, Full House Films. Yeah.
And all my accounts are connected, so it's just a web of stuff. And so check it out if you like me. I don't know what that means.
Alex, you've made me proud today, my friend, for liking Freddy vs. Jason. And I'm looking over at the chat, and everybody in chat is giving props to Freddy vs. Jason. So you know what that means. Everybody is getting the Redford.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A mass Redford.
You're getting the Redford, man.
Awesome.
You've earned the Redford. All right, let's keep it going here. All right. Okay, yes. Since we're speaking of Freddy vs. Jason, I think there's enough action in it, and it's a huge guilty pleasure of mine, and I really enjoy it. Check out our Is It Really That Bad episode of Jason X. But I feel for action, horror, sci-fi, and comedy, definitely, I feel that there's enough in here that it deserves to go on the list. Alex, thoughts?
Jason X?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. It's one of those movies like you have to know what you're walking into.
Exactly.
When I saw the trailer, and again, I was a young kid. I didn't know what to make of it. I was like, oh, well, I guess everyone goes to space. I mean, Leprechaun went to space, so cool. and then I think when you watch it, you actually appreciate its self-awareness. I think it's got a lot of good humor to it, really, to be honest.
It's hilarious. It's just it's just a fun, goofy movie. But in terms of action, there's actually a lot in there, but surprisingly. All right, now a movie that I forgot. I saw this in theater. I ended up buying it on DVD. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I was watching scenes from it on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? This deserves a Blu-ray upgrade. And it might be a future, is it underrated or is it really that bad episode? My only nitpick on it is that I do feel that it needed to be rated R. However, this is more fantasy, action, horror based, which still counts. Okay. Yo, I got a fucking kick out of Rain of Fire, son. Rain of fucking Fire. Yo, I think it deserves to be on the list. Come on, man. What do you think? Thoughts? Honest thoughts?
Yeah, in terms of genre, I agree. I wouldn't really consider this action horror, more action fantasy. I do really like Rain of Fire. Would I put it on this list? We're really stretching.
We add a little bit of sci-fi flavor. We can add a little fantasy. That's fine.
I guess it depends if you're afraid of dragons or not.
Well, I mean, if it's like a creature feature, it's kind of posed as like a creature feature, and they're fighting the creatures.
Right. It's like, would you consider King Kong?
That's why I put Starship Troopers on there.
Yeah.
Well,
Starship Troopers is pretty fucking horrific, I think.
Well, if you don't feel like it deserves to be on there, that's just my pick. We can move on. It's fine. Oh, shit. Rob likes Rain of Fire. All right, nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. Now it's funny because I'm actually bringing in more fantasy movies now. Action, horror, fantasy. Fuck it, let's throw it in there. Some people were mentioning Van Helsing in chat, and that's perfectly fine. If you like Van Helsing and you want to put that on your list, then by all means go for it. When I saw Van Helsing, I enjoyed it a lot, so much to the point where I went out and actually bought the score. I actually liked the music in it, and I was like, that's how much I liked the movie. 5 billion years went by, and I watched it again. And it didn't hold up as much as I liked it. I didn't like it as much, and I was just like, well, I still like parts of it, but, it is what it is. And then I came across a smaller scale, lower budgeted movie called Solomon motherfucking Kane. After watching Solomon Kane, I instantly went back and watched Van Helsing, and now I don't like Van Helsing anymore. Because you have a movie that's like not even half the budget of Van Helsing, and it's R-rated, it's gritty, it's grimy, it's badass, and I wanted sequels. I really wanted to see more. I like the lead actor's performance in it. Solomon Kane just really scratched the itch for Samurai Guy. And if you want some guy going out there hunting, now this guy's actually based off Robert E. Howard. He's actually created by Robert E. Howard, who created Conan the Barbarian. So there's actually books of Solomon Kane way before Vampire Hunter D was even an anime. But I really like Solomon Kane. I'm probably the only guy that likes it. But Alex, what did you think of that movie if you've seen it?
I had not seen Solomon Kane, but I feel like I should watch it now because I did see Van Helsing, and I felt the same way I did about Van Helsing as all those other movies, which is it's mildly entertaining. Yeah. I think I enjoyed Jekyll and Hyde scene more than any other like creature in that movie. But yeah, I just wish there was a better version of this movie, and Solomon Kane looks like it might be it.
Just remember, it's lower budget. It's smaller.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. Is it Deathstalker budget, or is it just like compared to?
He said Deathstalker. No, it's not that low, but yeah, I really dug it, man. I really wanted more movies, but it didn't do that well. Okay, now this is a good one. You know what? I say let's do it. Let's put the first Terminator movie on there. Fuck it.
I actually strongly agree.
Yeah.
I always looked at Terminator as a fucking horror movie.
Yeah. Good pick, Rob. Good pick. Yeah, put the first Terminator, definitely. All right. I could see people putting this on here. Sure, why not? But what's your thoughts on Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
I mean,
I have it on Blu-ray. I got it for like $3.
Strictly from a genre perspective, you have both horror and action.
Yeah.
Since anything can be on this list now.
Yeah. It sucks though, because it's like when I fully accepted the ridiculousness of Abraham Lincoln being a vampire hunter and he's being trained and all that. Once I fully accepted that, I was like, okay, I'm all in. I'm actually liking the movie. And then the movie from the midway up becomes Abraham Lincoln biopic. I'm like, no, what are you doing, movie? And then it's like the movie remembered at the end. Oh yeah, he's supposed to be hunting vampires and he kills vampires at the end of the movie. But I was like, that whole midsection, I feel really hurt the movie. But yeah, you can enjoy that, sure. All right. I don't know about The Crow. I wouldn't put The Crow as horror. Maybe supernatural action. I don't know about horror. I mean, it does happen on Halloween, and people do watch that for Halloween. I don't know. What do you think, Alex? I don't know.
I mean, it's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Phenomenal. 5 stars.
But yeah, it treads horror because it's got the gothic, vibe and Halloween and.
You know what? I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think what is it? It's dark, but is dark? Yeah. Does dark necessarily mean horror? Can a movie be dark without being horror? I think is
right, because then we're getting Batman territory.
Yeah, because then Batman is fucking horror.
Yeah. I'm not going to say no though. If other people want that, they want to pick that. All right, keeping it fantasy and sci-fi here. You got Lennox here saying, "Hey, Alex." There
What's
you go.
up?
What's going on, everyone watching? You got all these badasses hanging out. Now this, I love talking about this movie because it's one of those movies where I was just like, what the fuck is this? I was walking in Walmart and I felt like buying a cheap B movie so I can watch it and make fun of it. And I looked down and I saw a movie called Outlander. And I was like, what the hell is this? I bought Outlander on DVD for $5. I took it home, watched it. And by the end of Outlander, I was like, that was fucking badass. God damn it. Sometimes I like it when I'm wrong, you know. And Outlander, have you seen Outlander?
No, but your story was very similar to my old roommate's. He was like, "This looked like a shit movie, but I
Yeah,
swear to you, you have to watch it. There's so many things that you will love about it." But I haven't gotten to it, but it seems
right.
like it sounds about right.
Dude, it sucks that the only tragedy with Outlander, the creature design that's in that, the alien creature design that's in that, is good, and it's something very original about that creature design and what the alien does, which is really interesting. But unfortunately, the only thing bad about Outlander was that they ran out of time, and the special effects aren't finished. They literally were like, the studio was like, no, release it. We got it. And they're like, wait, we're not done. We're not done. So you could tell, that's the only knock against it, is you could tell the special effects, even though the special effects are solid, you know, they're not Asylum level bad, right? Like, you know, Atlantic Rim bad. They're not like that bad, but the special effects are solid, but you could tell they're not done. So that's the only knock against it. But believe it or not, bro, this is a movie about motherfucking Vikings, but there's a sci-fi aesthetic to it as well. But I want to ruin it for people. I want people to watch Outlander. It's fucking great, man. It's my kind of movie, and I just wish it had a bigger budget. But yeah, man, great fucking movie, dude. This is like creature feature list. You want to put a little bit of that sci-fi action horror on there? Yeah, seriously. Outlander's fucking fantastic. Really enjoyed it, man. And I sat down and showed it to Lady Fat Blood. She liked it too. So, really good. Outlander, baby. I love blind buys when they turn out to be something pretty cool. So,
Oh yeah.
all right. Got a zombie flick here. Got to put the remake of Dawn of the Dead on here. The Zack Snyder here. Got to put that on there. I think it's worthy enough to put on the list. Really enjoy the film. Badass. A lot of fun. And I'm sure everyone in chat right now is putting in Army of the Dead. And I'm not going to say no. If you guys want to throw Army of the Dead on that list of yours, action horror list, by all means, have some fun with that. Samurai Guy is not going to pick that because that movie bored and annoyed me. But yeah, if you want to put that on there, by all means, I'm not going to say no. Thoughts on Dawn of the Dead remake?
I thought it was good. The original Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorite movies of all time. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Not only do I think it's one of the best zombie movies of all time, not only do I think it's one of the best horror movies of all time, I think it's one of the best movies of all time. So when I saw the remake, you know, it's kind of it. You know, I guess I had high expectations, and they were pretty much met. I think it was really well done, especially because like at the time, zombie movies weren't as rampant as they are now. I think like you had 28 Days Later and Phat Samurai just
Yeah, keep
beefed
talking.
up.
I'm
Oh,
keep
you're
talking.
here.
I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm going to grab some coffee. Go ahead.
Okay,
Keep talking.
cool. Yeah, so you know, I think at that point we only had 28 Days Later and maybe Resident Evil, and I think it was the first actual movie with zombies running as opposed to just, you know, rage infected people. So it was very fresh, which really helped it. And I think the only thing missing in the remake is the biker gang. I would have loved to have seen a showdown with a biker gang. That's the only thing that they didn't carry over from the original, which is kind of disappointing. But I definitely think it deserves to be on that list. There's a lot of great action in it, a lot of great horror. Yeah, definitely one of the better zombie movies of that decade. Do you want me to comment on Army of the Dead since since that was brought up?
Wait, what happened?
No. I just I'm like, do you want me to talk about Army of the Dead? Or
Sure.
Are you
Yeah,
sick
yeah.
of that? All
No,
right.
no. If you loved it, you loved it, man. It's all good.
Oh, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It was like, I felt like, oh, this is cool, but it would have been cooler 10 years ago, kind of deal. You know, there's parts I liked, but overall, like, it was all right. I'm happy I watched it.
The opening credits are phenomenal. I'll give the movie that.
Oh yeah, they were great.
I enjoy the opening credits. All right, let's keep it going here. Another extremely underrated. Lost in the Shuffle. People don't even know this movie exists. But bringing in that sci-fi again, I feel it needs to go on the action horror list. Very overlooked. Pandorum, baby. Motherfucking Pandorum.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, dude. Look at this shit, bro. Nobody knows this movie exists. This movie's phenomenal, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it did kind of fly under the radar because I knew about it when it was coming out, and then nothing. And I never saw it. So what?
And the posters are horrible. When the posters came out, you didn't know what the fuck it was. And
it's a shame.
Yeah, and a lot of the budget, unfortunately, because it's not like a huge budget movie, but if you look at this looks phenomenal. Like, this looks really good. You got fucking Kung Lee right there, son.
I was about to say, fuck.
You got Kung Lee up in this bitch. But all the budget went to finishing the movie, and there was no budget left for marketing. So that's why you didn't see anything. Like, it came out. I don't even remember a trailer. I don't even remember a TV spot.
That's, oh man.
Yeah, right? It's terrible. But yeah, guys, definitely check out Pandora, man.
Well, hopefully through time and word of mouth, it'll be one of those movies that, like, maybe not right away, but in the future will, like, get an audience, or a bigger audience, rather.
I hope so. I hope. I like what Iron Wolf says. Pandorum was great. It exists. Oh
shit.
Man. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Split Second with Rutger Hauer. Yeah, you can put that on there. Sure,
1000%.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Shogun.
Yeah,
good one. All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling. Oh, well, one of the badasses from chat earlier mentioned Overlord. Hell yeah, very well made, especially with mainstream horror movies that came out recently. It's definitely a very well made horror flick, and it deserves to go on the list. My problem with it was that I wanted more action. I wanted more gore. I wanted more. I wanted to go even more crazy and stuff. Because if you think about it, when they get to this part of the movie, sorry, spoilers, guys, you have all these multiple rooms of what ifs inside. And I was waiting for these what ifs to break out and carnage and chaos to commence. But we really only saw one fucked up dude come out, and one guy ran around going blah, 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 and that was it. I was like, well, so it's a good movie. It's definitely worthy enough to go on the list. I just wanted more. What did you think of Overlord?
Everything you said is exactly how I think. I think it absolutely deserves to be on the list, and I wasn't like, oh, I wish there was more, but I guess because my expectations are like, this is a fucking horror movie, so whatever bonus I get in other genres is like, I'll just take it. Yeah,
it's well done. It's definitely recommended. Definitely. Now, as much as I love Dog Soldiers, the director of Dog Soldiers, this is his best film, bar none. The Descent. The Descent is fucking badass. It's phenomenal. The real version, not the botched, butchered Disney Plus safe American version that was released over here with a totally different ending. Okay? The real version, the unrated version with the real ending. I love The Descent, man. I love it. And the thing was when we saw The Descent, we saw it before the hype. It's been super hyped now, so I feel some people want to be like, yeah, that's it. But it scratched my itch. It had great creature effects, practical effects, really great gore. I love how when the shit hit the fan, not everybody was friends. They were kind of fighting for themselves. And it was fucking gory and bloody and suspenseful and felt claustrophobic. I really like The Descent. I think it deserves to go on there. What did you think of it?
I also really liked it. I don't think of it as action horror though. I mean, I guess in all fairness, it considering everything else on the list, it would qualify because you have that element of fighting back.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like I've watched all the endings and I've completely forgotten which one's supposed to be the real one. Can you enlighten me?
Okay,
Remind me?
so
You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me the false ones. Just tell me which one's the real one. Because I remember the endings. I just don't remember which one is like the proper one.
okay. What do you want to discuss the ending then, or no?
No, I just wanted you to if you
Because it's really there's more gore, obviously, but it's really the ending. The American audiences over here were like, they didn't. The studio freaked out. They were like, "Oh no, we can't have this."
was it the birthday cake.
So
one?
what do you? Huh? It's the very last, and it's the very last shot, the ending. So if the American audience is going boo hoo, what do you think happened? What do you think they changed then to make it yay? That's all I'm going to say. If you saw the yay ending, that's the botched American release.
I'm pretty sure I saw the American ending, but I just don't like.
So
I'm
it's not a
trying to-
yay.
No, I just remember. Well,
No, I mean the real ending, the real version. It's not a yay ending, is all I'm saying.
right.
The part 2 that's out there, the travesty that is part 2,
Yeah.
is based off of the Americanized Disney Plus ending.
Oh, okay.
If you see the real ending, there's no part 2, my friend.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
No, because I remember like more than one ending being like she doesn't make it out or fucking I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you, but it's up to you. If you want me to tell you. You
No, I
basically
think I-
just
I think
said
I-
it. You just
I
said
think
it.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just said it. So, but yeah, The Descent's great. And of course, come on now. We got to have From Dusk Till Dawn on here now. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Again, a great example of movies that I enjoy that start off as something else and then completely turns into a different genre halfway, kind of like Predator, which is one of the things I like about this movie. And it's funny, it's hilarious. Come on, sex machine. I mean, come on now. It's just too much fun. I never had so much fun in the theater watching this movie. It's very rare I had that much fun when I watch a movie nowadays, especially with an action horror flick. Yeah, fuck Army of the Dead. Just watch From Dusk Till Dawn. It'll satisfy all your needs. But yeah, Dusk Till Dawn. What do you think?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, I can't even think of a single movie that's like From Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, I know Predator kind of starts one way and ends the other, but you at least have clues being dropped. You see like the Predator's POV and stuff. But From Dusk Till Dawn, there is absolutely, positively no clue that there's this vampire movie until halfway through. Sorry to spoil it for everyone, but you showed the GIF.
Yeah.
I think the only way you'd not like it is if you're really into crime, thriller, Tarantino type films, and then you're like, "What the hell? What's this
vampire movie now?"
Yeah, because it becomes like a grindhouse movie, right? So
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you're into that,
Yeah.
there's no reason.
But come on, you got Fred Williamson and
Yeah.
Tom Savini and just some, Harvey Keitel's phenomenal. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, and yes, Selma Hayek appearing in the movie made Samurai Guy feel funny. I felt funny when she came out.
All I thought about.
I became a man that day.
All I could think about during that scene was like Tarantino wrote the script.
Yeah.
Tarantino is Richie, and this scene has him sucking on her toes.
Yeah.
That's all I thought about.
It's like, how convenient, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that in the script. It's a very, very important scene. You gotta make sure this happens. Selma Hayek is still hot too, by the way. Just want to throw that in there. So shout out to Selma Hayek. Now this next one, man, it's just I had so much fun watching this, man. Like this, man, and this was during the whole quarantine part. So we were home just watching movies while I was working crazy, but I was still, we had a little quarantine extravaganza videos we released because we were sitting down watching movies together. And dude, finally got around to watching Maniac Cop with the great Robert Zadar, which is a fun slasher flick. You got Tom Atkins in there. And there's parts of Maniac Cop where there's actually legit stunt work. Like, I was like, wow. Then we went straight from Maniac Cop to Maniac Cop 2. Remember, watching these for the first time. We had absolutely no idea how fucking amazing and badass Maniac Cop 2 is, to the point where Maniac Cop 2 is legitimately a badass action flick. Like, it's a legit action movie. The stunts in this. Look, I'm just going to show you the GIF. I'm going to just remember, this is slasher. This is slasher movie, right? No. Maniac Cop says, no, fuck this. He goes into police precinct, shoots all the cops. And then we have shit, over the top shit like this. Are you seeing this right now, chat? He just threw this motherfucker across the room. We got wire work in here. For this simple little slasher movie, could not believe they set Maniac Cop on fire. He straight tackles and spears a motherfucker through the wall. Look, I'm telling you, Maniac Cop 2, I think, is on 4K. Samurai's going to have to double dip. Because I bought it on Blu-ray, I'm going to have to double dip and buy it again. Because Maniac Cop 2 is phenomenal. Like, I couldn't... And it's got one of my favorites. If you got a rap song from the 80s about the movie and the character in the credits, you're getting a thumbs up from Samurai Guy. All right, Alex, you look like you beefed up there. You look like you got happy when I showed the Maniac Cop thing. Thoughts?
No, I fucking love Maniac Cop, and you know, I was just thinking, like, I wish it's awesome to hear when someone experiences for the first time, and makes me wish that with all the horror sequels that exist in the world, that they would do stuff like this more often, where you're just like, whoa, like what are we doing now? Like, you know, like the transition from 1 to 2, like 2 is just like such a fucking awesome action movie.
Dude, seriously. Highly recommend Maniac Cop 2. That has to go on the list. Oh yeah, you know what, Shell? Yeah, go ahead. Put Deep Blue Sea on there. Sure. Why not? Let's have some fun. Put Deep Blue Sea. That's Bo's pick for his list. All right. Maniac Cop 2, definitely. Now, let's go to some other countries here. We going old school, son. We going Sammo Hung Spooky Encounters, baby. Oh yeah. Spooky Encounters. Encounters of the spooky kind. It's got to go on there, man. Go ahead. Thoughts?
I mean, I just wish more people knew about this movie.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be a Hong Kong movie aficionado. You don't have to even know who Sammo Hung is. It's just, this was in my opinion, one of the best examples of a movie that really has elements of comedy and horror and magic and martial arts and just all these fucking things all mixed together and so well. Yeah. And the end fight is just insanity.
Dude, the end fight.
Especially for its time.
For those of you that have not seen this movie, Sammo Hung and another character, they get possessed. Was it a Taoist priest or something like that? Or it's been a while since I've seen the movie. He possessed both of them, right?
No, there's like two priests or sorcerers.
There you go. Yeah, sorcerer battle.
As like
right, using them as puppets.
Yeah,
making them fight each other, doing different animal styles and everything, and it's fucking nuts. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, this one-on-one fight is insane. It's not this. This was just Sammo Hung having fun earlier.
This is also a great scene, but yeah.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, Alex. Help me out here. Help me out. Did this borrow from Evil Dead 2? Or did Evil Dead 2 borrow from this? Or was it just a coincidence?
It might
because at some point, you know what I'm talking about, right? With the hand getting possessed.
Yeah.
And him beating himself up. He even does the flip.
Yeah.
So I was always... Did you find that out? Do you know if it's just a coincidence?
I don't actually know, but I mean, Evil Dead 2 did come out after Spooky Encounters, so if anything, maybe Evil Dead 2 was inspired by it, but at the same time,
which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah.
But at the same time, it might be a coincidence. I only say this because I've also done a version of the
Yes.
fighting oneself, as you've
Yes.
seen,
Which is
and
amazing, by the way. What was the name of it again?
hit me.
Hit Me. You guys look up Hit Me on YouTube. Watch all of them. There's a whole series
Yeah, there's a
where
bunch of them.
Alex tops Sammo Hung and Bruce Campbell in terms of beating himself up in these in these short
You're
films.
too kind.
They're hilarious. They're so good. But yeah,
So
go ahead.
I guess I'm just speaking from my own experience. Like once you start to creatively get into that headspace, a lot of things are very obvious. Where it's not like, oh, I'm ripping someone else off. It's just like,
Right.
well, it's just right there. Like even when like I think both Sammo Hung and Bruce Campbell grabbed their own head and flipped themselves forward. I
Right.
did that. I mean, even though I've watched both movies, maybe I was doing it subconsciously. But there's only so much you could do when you're fighting yourself. So I think it's just one of those obvious things, and I think, yeah, I think it could be a coincidence, but who knows, right?
Yeah. All right, Rob. Have a good one, brother. Get some rest, my friend. You need take care of yourself. All right. But yeah. So yeah, let's keep it in the Hong Kong state here. We can't have spooky encounters without Mr. Vampire, man.
Oh, yeah.
Action, horror, fantasy, comedy, fuck it. Throw it all in there, man. But yeah, this Lam Ching Ying, this is like his role, correct? This is like he's known forever for this role.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I've seen Lam Ching in so many movies that
I know.
I'm like, I guess, yeah. I guess to be fair, this is definitely one of his most iconic roles. So I
Yeah.
would definitely agree with that. There's
Yeah.
actually a movie that if you've seen this movie, I would be very surprised. Because like Spooky Encounters did have a sequel.
I think, guys,
It
was it
did. I
Dead
think
and
it
the
was like-
Deadly?
Oh shit. That was the movie I was going to talk about. It's not Dead and the Deadly, but
Oh,
like I
okay.
think there's actually a Spooky Encounters 2 that was made like late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong. Which was, I don't think it was as good, but it was still good. But the Dead and the
Right.
Deadly, which is not a sequel, but very much is in that same wheelhouse, is I would highly recommend. It's just 100 times harder to find than Spooky Encounters.
Oh, okay.
Because that movie has legitimately spooky scenes and
Oh shit.
top
Alright.
notch fight scenes and really
If I seen it, I don't remember it because it's been like forever.
yeah.
So if I watched it again now, it'd be like me watching it for the first time. But yeah,
Yeah.
hey, 88 films, Eureka. Hey,
Oh my-
remaster
yeah.
some Dead and the Deadly. Let's go. But yeah, Mr. Vampire definitely has some fun action in it. It's a very fun movie. Definitely check it out. For those of you that haven't seen it, now this is one of my personal favorites here. One of my personal. Oh my God, the badass is in the chat.
Holy smokes! What's up?
Oh, what's going on, my friend? I just now looked down and saw the legend, Sonny Pang. What's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well over there filming with Tom Hardy and all these other badasses, man. I can't wait for
Seriously, yeah.
Chaos to come out, my friend. And you got to come back on the show. We got to talk about Chaos, man, when it comes out. We got to do that. That's right.
How's
Maybe
it
when
going,
the trailer comes out, Sonny, we'll do a trailer reaction together and talk about it. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, you guys, Sonny Pang in the chat right now. Holy shit. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, Sonny, just let me know, man. I would love to have you back on here. We'll watch the trailer together and talk about the movie. Now, one of Samurai's personal favorites, Shaw Brothers. Oh, shit. We going to the Shaw Brothers studio now. One of my favorite martial art horror films, The Human Lanterns. Have you seen that, Alex?
Human Lanterns? I have not.
Yeah, man. You haven't seen it?
No, actually.
Now, here's the cool
there's
thing.
a ton of Shaw Brothers I haven't seen.
I know, right? Here's the cool thing with the Human Lanterns. It's got badass, typical Shaw Brothers motherfucking fight scenes. So you're going to get badass Shaw Brother martial arts in it. That's Lo Mang right there fighting with Chen Quan Tai right there. So you're going to get some throwdowns. But one of the greatest movie villains of all time, Lo Lee, is in the movie as well. and he's your antagonist. And he's phenomenal in the movie. He's a great villain in this. But he's the one making them human lanterns, but there's a little bit more to his character. But yeah, Human Lanterns, man. Definitely check that out. I don't even think Human Lanterns is on Blu-ray, dude. I think I only have it on DVD. An old DVD. You know, it might be on Amazon Prime. I don't know. Netflix has some Shaw Brother movies now. But yeah, chat, if you want some good action, martial arts, and a pretty badass horror flick, Human motherfucking Lanterns. And, of course, all these badasses in chat definitely recommended this. I saved it for last. Oh, Bo, thanks for the super chat. Loving the diversity of this outlandish list. See, it's fun. we had to bring in other genres, man. Otherwise, it was going to be kind of a 5 movies or some shit.
Yeah.
Before I check out, got to hear you put Hocus Pocus on the list. Good night. That's it. Hocus Pocus, son. It's going on the list. It's badass. That's right. Sexy Sumo, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? All right. So Chat was mentioning it because Chat is badass. The Movie Dojo Army represents. Come on now. Deep motherfucking Rising. Yo. This is Die Hard on a Boat meets Aliens. This is such a fun movie. I mean, dude. And where, Alex, where are these movies now? Do you remember Fun? You remember Fun, right?
Oh, these types of movies.
Yeah. Like, you remember fun movies, right? Like, you know, like fun action horror flicks, you know, like just fun. They're not trying to win the Oscars. They don't have any political agenda. There's no checking all the boxes to please everyone. It's just like fun. Remember Fun, right? Yeah. I had the pleasure of hanging out with Liam O'Donnell, director of Beyond Skyline and Skylines. The Skylines is actually a lot of fun too, but he adores Deep Rising, so we had a lot of fun because doing a Is It Really That Bad episode with Deep Rising because the critics reviews and critics scores are atrocious, of course, because they don't understand the fucking genre. You know, go watch Frozen. You know, go watch your other movies. You know, In the Heights or whatever the fucking that movie's called. You know, if this is not your genre, don't bother watching. You know, don't bother watching. But it's just a blast, fun movie. I can watch Deep Rising probably every night if I wanted to. Thoughts on Deep Rising?
It had been a long time since I'd seen it, but I did really like it for the exact same reasons. I think at that time, people still gave a shit when they made movies.
Yeah.
You know, you have a really good idea and you just want to make it happen. You do whatever it takes to make it happen. You know, there's no other ulterior motives behind it. You're not trying to build a shared universe or anything like that. So, my memory of it is a really positive one, but I would definitely want to revisit it.
Oh, yeah. It's fun watching it. There's a Kino Lorber released a beautiful Blu-ray with a brand new scan for it. So, and it's not expensive if you want to check it out that way. But yeah, Stephen Sommers' first movie, I think. The guy who did Van Helsing.
Really?
Before The Mummy. I think that's his first movie. I might be wrong. But I think that's his first movie or one of his first movies, man. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But what do you think of this pick? You're next.
Definitely saw it as more of a straightforward horror.
She's like fighting the invaders and that. You know, I've only seen it once. I liked it. Eric, our boy Eric, Asian movie enthusiast, hates it. But I've only seen it once. I'm not going to say no because she's fighting other people.
That's Adam Wingard, right? And Simon.
Yeah.
Simon. I liked it too, but you know, this is gonna sound like very elitist, but like any horror movie that comes out nowadays, I'm very hard on.
Right.
Like Your Next is like up, like, you know, I really liked Babadook, The Witch,
right,
Hereditary.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, they don't compare with the classics. they're
Right.
just good by today's standards. Maybe Hereditary actually will outlast the other ones, but
Right. Mm-hmm.
things like You're Next or like House of the Devil or these younger kind of new horror filmmakers, like I appreciate that they're making movies and I think that's
Right.
awesome, but it's almost like it almost gets there, but then something makes it fall short. I hate to say. So I think the same with Your Next, like, oh, this is a great setup and like there's a lot of great ideas, but at the
It
end
could
of
have
the
been done
day,
better.
yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not like urging people to watch it,
Right. Right. Right.
but I liked it. Yeah.
Right.
Is it action horror though? I don't know.
I won't say no to it, but I wouldn't pick it. Now speaking of Adam Wingard, believe it or not, some people have this on their action horror movie list. I really like this movie, but I'm struggling if it needs to go on our list. The Guest.
Actually, right when someone mentioned You're Next, I'm like, well, then The Guest should be on that list.
Right. So what do you
The
think?
Guest is I guess The Guest is the other side of that coin. You know,
Right.
like it definitely seems action forward.
Yeah, I guess we can put it on there.
I guess it's kind of horror-ish. I mean, maybe we have that bias because we're thinking of the filmmakers,
Right.
and it's got that retro synthwave kind of vibe that makes me think of like It Follows.
And it takes place during Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to make a movie take place during Halloween, like Hocus Pocus, and then you're on the list. That's your
right.
one ticket to the list.
Hocus Pocus is still the #1 action horror movie of all time. We all know this. So that's it's the greatest of all time. I actually just ran out of GIFs, my friend, but those are my picks as of right now. Now it's time to hang out and chat. Keep putting in your picks for action horror movies. And it's cool if it's a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of comedy. Go ahead and throw it in there. We'd love to click on it. And don't forget the super chat is also there as an option. But yeah, recommendations too, because I'm sure there's a lot of them me and Alex have not seen. So by all means, put those names in there. But Alex, it's your turn. No, enough of my babbling. Do you have any picks?
There's a movie that I wanted to talk to you about since the very beginning of the chat, and I guess I'll bring that up first. Is now I've seen you rip this movie up to pieces.
Oh, okay. I know it. Okay. You know what? Believe it or not, I ripped it to pieces. But believe it or not, I'm not going to say no to it going on the list.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's a weird one because
Yeah.
I guess I'll just like very briefly talk about like my feelings when I was watching it. So I watched *Malignant* because a friend recommended it.
Right.
Otherwise, I would not have watched it.
Uh-huh.
I like James Wan.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Saw, and I'll even admit to liking all the sequels. I actually wasn't a fan of The Conjuring. I just thought it was like kind of, it's modern horror. So again, I'm kind of
like it's well made, but you weren't like blown away.
Yeah, it's very
Right.
well made. It's a good
Right.
film. I wasn't scared, and it seemed a little too run of the mill cliche to me, with the exception of like a couple of really clever parts.
Mm-hmm.
I did really like Aquaman though. I think.
That's right. Octopus playing drums. Let's go.
But so I remember watching the opening to *Malignant*, and I was so confused because like the opening in the hospital, and then it cuts to the title sequence.
Yeah,
When it cut to the title sequence, I'm like, wait, is this the movie? I actually thought that what I was watching was gonna like zoom out of a TV, and it's like the characters watching a bad movie on the television.
Yeah.
I was like, this can't be the movie. This must be like a self-aware horror comedy. And so I'm watching the movie, and I'm intrigued enough by the story to like keep watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe what I'm watching. I'm like, this can't. I mean, The Conjuring, I can see why people got scared. I can at least,
Right.
even if I wasn't scared, I could see how other people got scared.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm like, is this like, this has to be building to something. Otherwise, my friend would never recommend it to me, right?
Right.
And then there's the. Can I spoil it here?
Yeah, go ahead. Spoilers for *Malignant*.
All right.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
It's been out for a while. Go ahead.
Because to me, in my opinion, it's the only worthwhile thing talking about is the
Yeah.
spoilery aspect.
Yeah,
of
go ahead.
Malignant.
Fuck it. It's been out for a while.
So you know when she's in the jail and with all the women, and you see Zoe
Yeah.
Bell, I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit! If Zoe Bell's here, I know Zoe Bell does more acting, but like something's gonna go down.
Right.
And I actually really like the reveal when they show like the footage of like the surgery, and you see that is fucking
Yeah.
I thought that was very disturbing, and pretty new. I was like, oh, I've never seen that before, and that's pretty fucked up. And then the reveal, and then and then the sequence that follows. I'm trying to be vague. The sequence that follows.
No, spoilers. Go ahead, talk about it.
Okay, well, the fucking killer is fucking the back of her, and she fucking stands up, and there's this whole fight scene where she fucks up all the women in the jail, and with this backwards fighting style, and it's super gory, and it's like well shot, and the action's sick, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of movie am I watching? And it's weird because I wouldn't say it saved the movie, and I won't say it didn't save the movie, but I was very happy that we got to that place. It reminded me of watching a lot of movies like The Master Strikes, where it's this is a pretty shoddy movie, and then it's they suddenly switch directors in the last 10 minutes, and then it's some awesome action.
Right.
But one of the reasons why I brought up it in the first place is because it actually reminded me of another movie, Dreadnought, with Yun Bu. That was around 1980. Because there's a scene in there where he fights a two-sided fighter. You've got the front side and the back
That's
side.
That's right.
And I instantly thought of that. Yeah. And I just because that was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen.
Right.
And it just kind of made me think of that. And I'm like, it's a lot of these ideas that either are in older films or in films that aren't made in America, and kind of being shown almost for the first time to this new audience. It's pretty cool, and need to see more of that kind of creativity, really.
Yeah.
Because
good. I'm glad you enjoyed the movie.
No. I didn't say I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the last part of the movie.
The action sequence.
Yeah.
So because of that crazy action sequence, which was entertaining. I think I said that in our review, that it was badass. It was entertaining, that part.
Yeah.
So would you put that on the list?
Yeah, as a surprise entry, because you wouldn't think.
I'm not going to say no. The action was well done. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. I mean, that's a movie that starts one way and then ends another, kind of, sort of.
And I should be all in for that, right?
You should be, but I understand too, because it's so do I have to sit through 2/3 of something that's hard to sit through for 1/3 of that, so I actually understand where you're coming from.
But here's the thing, though. I think I said this in the review too. If the sequel goes even more bonkers, and if it's even more action, if it's all action, I actually might end up liking the sequel more. Because I'm all right, they're keeping with the ridiculous. They're keeping the ridiculous premise. They're going even more over the top with it, and we have more action like that in finale. I might pull a Maniac Cop 2 and really enjoy it, but we'll see. Hold on here, we got super chat. Movie and gaming aficionados. Thanks again for the super chat, my friend. He says I'm gonna give my top 10 of 2021 soon. All right. The year's not over yet, though. All right, nice. So look forward to that. Let's see here. What else do we have here? All right, so Alex said Malignant definitely needs to go on the list. I saw this in the theater, and something about it, I didn't like it. But that was when it came out. I want to revisit it because there's a kind of a fan base growing for Virus, but I don't remember it now.
I actually was considering that for the list. My memory of it was positive, but like you, I need to revisit it because there's no it's been too long.
Okay, so you did like it.
Yeah.
I think I was expecting something else. That's probably why I didn't like it.
Okay.
But I want to revisit it though because but yeah, go ahead. We'll put that on the list. Logan, definitely. Virus, good pick. Because people like it, so why not? And Alex liked it too, so fuck it. Any other ones, Alex?
I saw some people mentioning this in the chat more than once. I Come in Peace, I think, should be on that list. With Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, sure. Only because Matthias is murdering motherfuckers.
Well, he's an alien, right? And he's extracting.
He's he's an alien drug dealer.
Yeah. He's extracting human.
Yeah.
Stuff
So sure, fuck it. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. I love that movie. I haven't seen this one. Alex, have you seen this one? What is this?
The Returned. Oh no, I heard.
What is that?
I know there's a fan base for it. I believe it's a zombie movie. I could be completely wrong, but I've had it recommended by a couple people.
You know when that came out?
I'm gonna say 5-6 years ago. That's just
Actually,
a stab in the dark.
Let me go to IMDb and we can at least look at the poster.
Yeah.
Somebody said Relic earlier, which I feel is a really underrated creature feature flick. There's a movie recently they call Relic, which is like, I think, psychological horror.
Mm-hmm.
But the one in the 90s, do you remember that one? It was like a female trapped in a museum. And there was a big monster in that. Do you remember that?
Are you talking about The Relic?
Yeah, The Relic.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. It's funny. I was thinking about that because of Deep Rising.
Would The Relic be good? I don't know if that would go on the list. I don't know about that one. Oh, the one now is called Relic. It's not The Relic.
Oh, okay.
The psychological horror one now. All right, so The Returned, right? Let's see what pops up here. 2012, 2015.
Someone's asked me to watch Berlin Undead. I will check it out. I'll make a note.
Oh yeah, is that Neenan?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good zombie flick, man. He's in that. He's one of the main zombies running around.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of fun. I think they
Nice.
mean this one. Go away, ads. This one right here. Let's do a little screen share action here. What about well, somebody says Mimic.
Is there any action in Mimic? I don't remember any action.
Yeah. 28 days. I would put 28 weeks over 28 days in terms of like action horror.
Yeah.
Because you have the military in there.
Yeah.
What
Young
about 30
Jeremy
Days
Renner.
of Night? What about 30 Days of Night? I
Yeah,
mean, they
throw
didn't
that
really
on the
fight.
list.
Yeah? What do you think?
We have Train to Busan on the list. Why would 30 Days of Night not be on the
We
list?
have Legion on the list, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex picking Legion and Priest. This guy over here, what is he doing?
Barely
I'm
remember
blaming-
those movies. But throw them on the list.
I'm blaming you. Okay, here we go. Screen share. Let's go ahead and bring up here, and me and Alex could take a look at it.
Yeah, I realize why I'm here, so that you could bring up all these guilty pleasure movies
Yes.
and just throw me under the bus.
Yes. So
Under
is
the
it
Train
this?
to
Is
Busan.
this movie, Alex? Is what he's talking about? The Returned.
I don't know. I don't recognize the poster. But
It says
if it came,
it's a post-zombie world where the infected live normal lives. Their retroviral drug is running out. How interesting! That's
so it's
different.
kind of like Daybreakers.
Interesting. Okay.
It definitely sounds interesting. Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'll leave this here. If anybody else has any other suggestions, we'll definitely look it up because we want to at least check out the poster. You know what? I'm going to say yes.
Oh no! Yeah. I just remember
Yeah.
like Casper Van Dien fighting the Headless Horseman. That was a pretty good scene, especially
Yeah,
how it
all the
ends.
martial arts shit. When it wasn't Christopher Walken, when it was the Headless Horseman doing all weapons fighting, it was Ray Park. Ray Park
Oh,
was
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, good one, Tribal Chief. Nice.
Nice.
The Descent, we said that already. The Wraith, that's more sci-fi action. I don't know. No Peninsula.
Oh yeah, you despise.
Oh, I
Peninsula.
hate it. I hate Peninsula. But yeah, I can see everybody else picking it for their list though. I can see that definitely. Peninsula, sure. Howling 2. Oh, it's got Reb Brown, man. Yeah. Thanks again for the super chat movie. Yeah, we talked about the Purge films. I need to catch up on those. Blood Quantum. You seen that, Alex?
Yeah, I really. That's the.
I like parts of it. But yeah, I could.
It's
Yeah,
the
you
zombie.
could put that on there.
It's the zombie film with the native community, right?
Yeah, you could put that on the list for sure.
No, yeah. I mean, kind of like my whole point before about like if you add one zombie movie, you're gonna add a bunch of them. I thought it was a good movie, yeah. But I guess it would kind of qualify for the list. Why not?
It's getting late in the hour now, so now our list might turn even more bonkers. Now we might just go crazy now.
Oh,
Fuck it, we're
that's the
gonna put
best part.
Texas Chainsaw Part 2 on.
I mean, Dennis Hopper fighting Leatherface on a fucking dinner
Dude.
table.
Chainsaw fight, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna get insane now. Let's see. Go. Oh, you know what? What do you think? Is that more? That's more action thriller, comedy.
The Hunt is not ringing a bell for some reason.
It's like a battle royale. It's the battle royale.
Oh, right. I hadn't seen that.
Oh, it's so funny, dude.
But
It is
Don't Breathe
hilarious.
would be.
I don't know horror, but it's close.
It's very close because it's like
Yeah.
thriller-ish.
Some people even have the original battle royale on their action horror list. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
it's a
gonna
little
say-
bit of everything again.
Yeah, I'm not going to say no to that,
Yeah.
but love that movie.
Even as a
Ghost
horror
in-
movie, yeah, I wouldn't be.
Ghost in the Darkness,
I don't even know what that is.
the movie about the lions, with Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas, and is based off a true story of these two male lions hunting and massacring people together, which doesn't happen because lions don't do that. This is a
Yeah.
true story.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, you haven't seen it? Check it out. It's good.
No,
I
it's
won't
totally
ruin it.
flown on my radar.
I won't ruin it for you.
All right, good night, Sonny.
Good night, brother. Have a good one, my friend. Well, I guess I haven't seen Don't Breathe 2, so I guess technically he can put Don't Breathe 2 on there. Since he's, from the trailer, it looks like he's Zatoichi at this point.
Yeah. Oh, Ravenous should be on the list.
Yes, thank you, Alex. Thank you. And that's like one of my favorites, and then for some reason I knew I was going to forget. So, what's going on, Eric? How you doing, my friend? Dude, Ravenous is underrated, bro. Did you see Don't Breathe 2? Have you seen it, Alex?
Oh. I don't know why I said it like that. No, I haven't, but not in a hurry.
Yo, what's up? Critters 2, bro. We got the bounty hunters.
Wait, that was in Critters 2, not Critters 1?
They're in both.
Oh, right.
I think there was more action in 2, though.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
Oh, I
sure,
barely
Andre.
remember.
I'm not going to say no. Yeah, Constantine made the cut. What do you think? Great movie. Love the movie.
I would say yes.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Put it on there.
So there was one movie, kind of going back to the East. I don't know if it was only mentioned once, but it was like really early in the chat, and I made a note of it because I think it's a good pick. Is I Saw the Devil. It's not the first thing you think of, but technically you have very good action and very good elements of horror, or rather like thriller horror in it.
Good pick.
A lot of gore. It's like it's genuinely horrifying and disturbing and like badass. It's kind of I think that's a good, unique pick.
Yeah. What a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob the Burgle Cut is in the house. What's going on, brother? He's a wolf cop. Black Sheep. See, it's late in the night now, man. Even chat's going to get crazy now.
Wolf Cop.
You know, I've seen Wolf Cop.
What'd you think?
It's fun. It's funny. I wanted more Wolf Cop. I wanted more of Wolf Cop going out and fucking dudes up or writing tickets and shit. Like, I wanted more of that.
Yeah.
But it was like, they show a few moments of that, but not a lot.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
felt
okay.
similar, yeah. Oh, fuck yes.
Which one?
Someone shouting out Psycho Gorman.
Oh, yes.
Or FICO Gorman.
Yeah. Put Psycho Gorman on there, of course. Alex.
My thoughts on the movie?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the best experiences of my life.
There you go. Explain for chat, those who don't know.
So I was the fight choreographer for Psycho Gorman. So all the fights in the movie. The creature fights, the tokusatsu style fights, I designed with collaborating with Steve Kostansky, of course. A lot of the ideas were his, and I was just filling in the details. And I also played Darkscream, the one of the monsters. So I got to do a bit of fighting in that, and it was honestly like such a fun movie. Like when I read the script, I'm like I don't know how many people are gonna be into this, but I'm totally into this. Like this is like all the things that I love kind of rolled into one. So really happy to see that people are really digging it. It's just really awesome to see because we loved working on it. And
That's right, guys. Alex Chung did the fight choreography of Psycho Gorman. That's right. Alex, you know what's coming, right?
that made my night. That was two. That's one just for me and one kind of collectively.
That's right, bro. You got
wow,
two.
man.
You got two Redfords. Hey, man.
I'm very happy about that.
Oh, and I'm not. This is not even alcohol, son. This is just coffee. Can you imagine if I was on the drinky drink right now? You know, it's funny. Since I am obviously an older man, alcohol, man, I just get chill. I don't get crazy. I just get in chill mode. I just hang out. That's it. I get sleepy now. You get the bottle, I'm like, woo, yeah, let's get lit. And then after that, I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. What about this? Yeah, sure.
I'm assuming they mean the one with Brendan Fraser, not Boris Karloff.
No, there's no action in that one.
No, not at all.
I like the old one though, but there's no action.
Yeah.
This one, sure.
The first two, I remember having a really good time at the movies. I mean, I was a kid, so it was just like kind of big blockbuster style action with a bit of horror elements into it. I like digestible for people. It wasn't like hard R. It was like PG horror.
Yeah. It's fun though.
Which sometimes is more disturbing.
Ooh, I just had one. I got one. Excuse me. Another movie I really enjoyed a lot, which a lot of people don't know exists. No One Lives. Have you seen that one?
No One Lives.
With Luke Evans. This movie made me a Luke Evans fan. And it's another movie that starts out as one thing and turns into something else. No One Lives. I'm going to type it up too so we can do screen share. Yeah, this one needs to go on there. Definitely.
Luke Evans.
Yeah, man. Don't read the plot synopsis. It'll ruin it.
Oh, okay, cool. I honestly prefer to watch movies blind no matter when they came out. So I'm trying to do more and more of that these days.
Yeah, there's the... Well, hey, how you doing? How's... Trying to find the right one here. Come on. Man, I got some lag here. There you go. That way I can show chat the poster, and you can see the poster too. Yeah, dude. No One Lives is dope. Check that one out, definitely.
Cool. I'm like trying not to read the synopsis. Someone just asked, did you meet Rich Evans, Alex? I have not. I don't know when
I think he just did he's from Red Letter Media. He did the I think he did the voices for one of the aliens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like if you hear an alien go, "Oh my god." That was him.
Oh, so he was Death Trapper.
There you go.
Cuz that's who goes, "Oh my god." Yeah, what's interesting is I guess I get to brag a little. So, when we shot it, we were under the impression or assumption that our voices would be done over by a different performer. Yeah. Like even Psycho Gorman himself, like he would do the physical performance and then they would get someone else do the voice. Right. So when I did my character Darkscream, I kind of assumed the same, but I tried to like give as good a performance as possible so that they have a lot to work with. I think Steve said something like, we're going to try to get someone like Frank Welker or someone, like iconic for the voice, but they couldn't. And then they called me to do ADR. Like, hey, Alex, we really like what you did with the voice. Could you come and re-record as yourself? So I actually I actually did my own voice in the movie.
Nice.
Which I wasn't expecting. So I was like, oh shit. So I have to like do what I did on set and like recreate that. And I'm also there's a monster. One of the monsters is Cassius 5000. He's the gold like C3PO with a mustache Roman warrior looking dude.
Yeah.
He has a robot parrot on his shoulder. And I ended up doing that too because they were just like, while you're here, why don't you just record one line like, like a good little boy. So I thought that was funny that they kept that. So I'm technically that as well. But I didn't know that Rich did.
There you go. Plug your channel again, my friend. Plug.
Okay, so my production if you want to see like short films I've done and the trailer to the feature we just did, go to Full House Films. You can go to youtube.com/Full House Films or just look up Full House Films. And then my personal channel.
I'm gonna bring it up right now. That way they can see it.
Oh yeah. And then my personal channel, which I do upload some shorts. I'll upload like I'm a big movie fan, so I'll sometimes do edits and tributes, or just like random stuff that I don't think is fit for the other channel. That is, I believe, Ronan Chung or Alex Chung. I am horrible.
Is it one word again? Is it one word or Full House?
Full House Films is all one word.
Oh, okay.
It's very easy to find.
Okay, because I'm getting the Full House, the horribly bad Full House TV series.
Oh, Full House. No. Oh, by the way, yeah, it's Full House. So FOOL. That's very important.
I'm subscribed. I'm just lazy. All right, so Full House Films. There we go.
And then my personal channel is actually linked to that one, but I don't remember what it's actually. Oh, it's Alex Chung 47.
Do you want me to highlight Alex Chung website or the Full House one?
That's a good question. Either or.
Okay. Let me go ahead and I'll go to yours.
But,
I think I'm subscribed to that one too. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, my personal one is really just my name plus the numbers 47. So it's just Alex Chung 47. But again, if you go to either one, they would link to each other. So if you're so inclined, you could find the one channel through the other if you wanted to. I was very ill prepared for this.
Oh,
what's
fine.
your YouTube channel? Fuck if I know.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, so there's
the website. I mean, there's the channel, Alex Chung.
And a list of all the things that I try to do.
His awesome short films are on there. So if anyone asks, I can just bring that up, Alex. Todd says, it's great to hear your voice, brother Alex.
Oh, as opposed to just typing? Is that what he means?
You know, Shadow Builder for Michael Rooker definitely could have went on there if it was a better movie. I wish it was a better movie. And I have it. I like parts of it, but it needed a bigger budget, man. But yeah, Michael Rooker plays a priest, has dual-wielding pistols with laser sights. So I could see other people picking that and putting it on the list. It's just like, everything else was kind of disappointing. But yeah, you can get entertainment out of Shadow Builder if you want. But well, that's because he's the man, bro.
Yeah, I find like it's so weird. Like when I try to think about like how would you like search me up? I think the best way to go about it is if you did type my name with the word stunts, especially
right, pop up. Yeah.
Or Alex Chung Full House Films or Alex Chung short film. Those are probably the easiest ways. Otherwise, yeah, you'll see a lot of Alexa Chung. You'll even see a lot of Alex Chung.
Oh, you got a subscriber. They're subscribing already, my friend. There you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that'd be great to work on another Psycho Gorman.
Have you heard anything like on the down low? They might do another one. I mean, it was such a hit. It was a surprise hit of the year. You think they'd do another one?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm allowed to say this because Steve has mentioned this in interview, like it's been posted publicly. Like there's been talks about like expanding the universe. Now, nothing specific like a sequel or a series or anything like that, but just like kind of revisiting that world in some shape or form, whether that be another movie or something on a smaller scale. I know that Steve's willing to do that and thinking of ideas. I don't know what's going to happen with it though, but there's definitely an interest in it. It's not like you're not going to see any more Psycho Gorman. and we're still kind of riding that kind of high of like right now they just
of just the first movie still being a success. Yeah,
they just crowdsourced or crowdfunded a comic book for the movie that's coming out, which I think is really cool. And
nice.
So we'll see. But I would love to work with that group of people again, whether it's the same universe or not. It's a really great team of creative people.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I mean, since you did such a good job on the first one, you probably end up getting a call again.
I would hope so. I would hope they would want me back.
Yeah, man. Do you have any other picks
for action horror?
Yeah,
I'm just thinking off the top of my head. There was I had written it down, but then I just like a moron I got rid of it. I'm glad someone Tribal Chief just mentioned Demon Knight.
Oh yeah.
Again, I would consider that action horror comedy because it's really funny.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You got William Sadler in that. I still say that's Billy Zane's best role in his whole career.
Even better than Zoolander?
That was more of a cameo. He was great in Zoolander.
I know.
And maybe it's just my personal favorite role of his. But he was so good in that.
Yeah. That is a really good movie. Because I actually thought the demons were pretty damn scary as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That might be a future Versus episode, you guys. You never know. You may have both Tales from the Crypt movies go up against
because there's only two of them.
Yeah, that might be a good Versus. We'll see. We'll see that. Better than Phantom. I like the Phantom. I know I'm the only one. Let's see. All right, bro. What's up with Halloween Kills, bro? Did you see what Louis Lecca from Nerd Report said earlier?
On Halloween Kills?
Yeah, he posted a tweet. I'm gonna find it right now.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it. Am I like foaming at the mouth for it? Not really, but I've been kind of semi keeping up with like the trailers and stuff. Not so much the press or the.
Okay, like so this is what brother from another mother, Shadow in the Cloud. Bob, get out of here with that garbage, bro. All right, so he said this is from John Nguyun.
Oh, I think you say it like Nguyen or Nguyen.
Do you know who that is? Is he a filmmaker or something?
What's his full name?
John Nguyuen.
That is such a common last name that I wouldn't be able, and especially because it's John as well. So,
Bob redeemed himself from Shadow in the Cloud. Yeah, I think he means the Hitcher.
Yeah, I assume
the Hitcher, so. Rutger Hauer. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I think I make that mistake too sometimes. Yeah,
I've done that too. Hauer. Okay, Kevin has heard mixed reviews of Halloween Kills. All right, so before I read this, guys, Samurai Guy didn't really have a lot of high expectations. I like parts of 2018. I don't love it. I saw the trailer. I went kind of nuts for the trailer, the first trailer, because the concept of the whole town hunting Myers, all in my head was like fingers crossed for. I want Myers to kill everyone and then walk off into sunset like Zatoichi or something. That's what I want to happen. Will that happen? I don't know. Now, after that, so my expectations went up from that trailer. After that, I heard it was going also to Peacock. And I was like, that's weird. Do they know something we don't? Do they not have faith in it? That's kind of strange that it's going to Peacock as well. So then my expectations went back down. Now, this is what Louis Lecca has posted. Now, from this John, he's bouncing off this John Nigin. Sorry, I'm horrible. Hashtag Halloween Kills is bloodier and absolutely gruesome, and Michael Myers' kill count is at an all-time high. The scope is bigger as the town of Haddonfield gets involved. The supporting characters from the original film, blah, 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 blah. And there's more. So this is from that John guy. All right. Now this sounds like I might get what I want. Alex, is this what you want?
Yeah, I mean, I also like I like the 2018 one.
Yeah,
Because when it came out,
it's good.
I had not watched it like for like at least a year, and I
Yeah,
heard some people say it's really good, and I heard some people say it's garbage, and when I saw it, I was like, damn, like
it's very well made.
it's very well
Great
made,
soundtrack.
and let's be honest, there's not a lot of Halloween movies that you would say are very well made, so
Yeah,
maybe there's that bias there, but I mean I liked it to the point, like I don't know if you could see, but like I bought the Michael
you have,
Myers
you have the
figure.
steelbook. Oh,
No,
hold on, let
no,
me
I
blow.
bought action figures of
Hold on,
Michael
let me blow it up.
Myers. Oh, okay, so
Okay, go for it.
it's at the back.
Nice. I think I might have a few of those.
Yeah, so part of the reason is because they didn't have the one from the first one, so I got the 2018 version. Plus, I got Laurie
Yeah.
Strode, so he has someone to fight. So I liked it enough that I have freaking toys of it on my shelf. But
Yeah,
but
I think I have the 2018 one as well.
yeah.
There's
But did I
definitely
love
things to
it?
like in it.
It's love is a strong word, you know.
Right.
Like I love Ravenous, but do I love
Right.
the new Halloween? I don't know. I'm not sure. So the new one, I'm looking forward to if they can keep up that quality. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
like, oh, the town of Haddonfield. I mean, it's I don't know what they're gonna do with the third because I know they're planning a trilogy. But
Right.
I do agree with you that I like the idea of the town coming after him because it's like, oh, they're gonna come to me now. So it's like, yeah, more kills and just like kind of.
I hope so. But Louis Lecca bounces off of this and he goes, hashtag Halloween Kills is bloodier and absolutely gruesome. I have a bad feeling about this. That's what he says. So Kevin Lambert says, he heard the gore and the kill count is bigger, but they dropped the ball with the main character's developments, Laura Strode. Now, what the fuck could they have done wrong with Laurie?
I don't
Unless
know.
she starts killing innocent people. Like, what else could they have? I mean, they turned her into Sarah Connor for the 2018 movie. So I was like, what else I guess we'll have to watch the movie and find out. Interesting.
I mean, I think I'm just speculating here. You know, with the
Okay.
second one, they want to go. They're obviously going bigger. They obviously want to start exploring different things. They don't want to just do the 2018 one again, right?
Right.
So maybe they're like, well, we've already turned Laurie into a badass. So like, what else could we do with her? So maybe some of the writing choices of her become a little controversial because they're just maybe trying certain things that might start to deviate from that, like the actual core of
Yeah.
who she is. But we'll see, right? I mean, I think it's good they take a chance, but then you know, but then some people might not be on board with it. But who knows?
Now I'm really curious how this is going to turn out.
As long as it's not like Resurrection.
Exactly. Even 2018 was better than Resurrection, but oh god, give me bad flashbacks. Kung Fu Busta Rhymes. Did you ever see those interviews with Busta Rhymes talking about the movie? And he kept calling Myers Jason.
No, that's fucking funny.
Like, yeah, man, this part of the movie we take Jason out. We like Jason shows up. It was just like, oh my god, like,
He should have
this
called him
Indian-
Jason in the movie. That would have been fucking hilarious.
That would have been funny, actually. But it's like nobody in the interview wanted him to redo that, huh? No, just no one's gonna tell him. All right. Look at this. Oh shit, you got another sub. Oh yeah.
Oh damn! Thank you so much.
Hey, look at all these badasses subbing. Nice. All right. Fingers crossed. As long as it's entertaining, right? Hopefully it's good. But if you're down, Alex, we can talk about it after the movie comes out. Do spoilers talk or something.
Oh, for Halloween.
For Halloween, yeah.
Kills. Wow, I'm
It's
jumping
okay.
in.
It's late.
Yeah.
It's later where you're at. I mean, it's
Yeah,
11:18 p.m. now. It's probably later where you're at. You're like 3 hours more, right?
Yeah. But like, to be honest, like the time doesn't even matter to me anymore. Like sometimes I have to, like some days right about now, it's like just past 2 a.m. Right about now is when I would have to get up to go to work sometimes. So,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're a busy man. Well, good. That's good to know. That means I can call you and bug you around like 3 a.m. Just call and bug you every night.
Every night.
Alex, check out this movie. Like, I'm asleep, goddamn.
But yeah, I would be down to talk about, because I would watch this right away. I kind of dilly dallied with the first one. I kind of put it off, but
Yeah.
this one, it's like, yo, I'll check it out since I enjoyed the 2018 one.
Yeah.
I'm just so messed up to say it. The 2018 one. They can't even call it the. Well, it's not really a remake. It's a.
They should
true
have called.
sequel.
It's a what if sequel. Yeah.
It's a.
They should have
reboot
called
sequel.
it Halloween something. Not just Halloween. They could have did something else. Like
Yeah.
added some, like to it. I don't know.
But they always do that, don't they? Like The Thing being the prequel to The Thing.
Which was stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are saying Jeepers Creepers should go on the list or in the franchise. I don't know.
Maybe the second one.
Yeah.
But even then,
There's more action in the second one, I think.
yeah, there is. I don't
Yeah.
remember really there being much action in the first one. It's more just
I didn't even
just a
bother.
chase.
Yeah, I didn't even bother seeing the third Jeepers Creepers because the trailer looked like garbage.
The third one, yeah, I haven't seen that one.
It looked really bad.
There's a 1998 Carnivals,
Halloween Homecoming.
Halloween Far From Home, and then so on and so
There
forth.
you go. That's the new topic now, guys. Come up with names that would have been better instead of Halloween 2018. See what you come up with. Halloween, give me my mask back.
They should have called it.
Where's my William Shatner?
I want to use Season of the Witch somehow in the title, just to make it more confusing.
Mr. Sandman. It's Hollow Won't. Halloween Endgame.
Oh my god.
Halloween Toilet Kills. I mentioned that during our Did you see our H2O discussion?
I have not. I should check it out though.
Yeah, check it out when you get some free time. No rush. We mentioned that. Like, what's up with Myers and all these restroom scenes, and in all these movies,
Yes.
there's always a restroom scene. Him in restroom.
Wasn't that like a big thing in the 90s though, or am I just crazy? I'm just thinking like Scream or
Well, it happened in H2O,
yeah.
and then it happened in Rob Zombie's Halloween, and then it happened in the 2018 movie. He had a
You're
toilet
right.
kill, or he was in the toilet.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Halloween, burnt to a crisp. Adam says the third Jeepers Creepers sucks, so good. I'll stay away from it then. Halloweeb, Bitcoin kills. Let's see. Yes. Versus Great Pumpkin.
It's good.
I forget Alex is younger than me. He probably doesn't even know what the hell that is.
I know what that is. I have it on
Oh.
Blu-ray, dog.
Oh, whoa, shit.
I have the Great Pumpkin on Blu-ray.
Look at this badass. Wow. Halloween Rebirth. Oh. Edge, which is another movie I really liked. With Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, is that
It's a
horror?
good
though?
movie.
Like survival.
Yeah, it's more survival. Thriller?
Oh, what about The Gray? Since we're going into like nature.
You could put The Gray on there now that we know what the real ending is after the fucking end credits.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. Where it's like,
So many people were pissed off when that movie just ended. Do you
Well-
remember how it ended?
yeah.
Pre-credits.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I remember how it ended. I remember the post-credit sequence, and yeah.
You know, speaking of The Edge, Eric said that Yellow Fangs was really good. I need to see Yellow Fangs. It's based off of a real story where this bear showed up and just fucked up all these dudes. And it's directed by Sonny Chiba, and it stars Henry Sonata. It's supposed to be legit. Eric said it's actually a pretty good bear movie.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, Yellow Fangs. I never even heard of it. Halloween, Go Away, Michael. Uh-oh, what'd you see?
Oh, you'll see it.
Okay, Halloween, Go Away, Michael. Halloween Forever. Halloween continues, starts, dissipates, stops. Very nice. Halloween versus Peninsula. No one wins. Love it. Love it. Halloween Returns. Spit on Your Grave. Uh, I guess horror. It wouldn't go on this list though, but I mean, because that's more revenge movie.
Yeah, this is where you draw the line, by the way.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, I could definitely consider I Spit on Your Grave horror, or maybe like exploitation horror.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And then
Exploitation horror.
exploitation revenge action thriller. So
Huh? If you do it like that, have you seen a movie called Revenge, which is kind of similar to Spit on Your Grave? It just came out a couple years back.
yes, I really like that one.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like one of the
fuck it.
bloodiest
on
movies I've ever seen, and there's only 4 people in it.
I know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, put it on there. Fuck it, put it on there.
I mean, yeah, I would say it's in the same vein as like You're Next or The Guest.
Right. Halloween back in the New York groove.
Gory
Halloween of
revenge
Fury.
action.
Halloween Takes Chicago.
So I'm gonna bring up a movie I haven't seen, but I just want to
Okay.
get everyone's kind of input. There's a movie, I forget what it's called, but there's a movie that oh my god, I'm forgetting everyone's name. It's the late hour. Who did The Raid? Gareth Evans.
Yeah.
Because there's
I still have my
there's
IMDb
Gareth
open
Edwards.
if you need it.
It's
Right.
Gareth Evans. Gareth Evans did a horror movie. I forget what it's called.
Oh shit.
And I think it stars the guy from The Guest. I could be full of shit. Someone will name them.
Gareth Evans from The Raid.
It's like religious
You're
horror.
talking about The Apostle.
The Apostle, yes. Has anyone seen
Yeah,
it?
that
Is it
can
good?
go on there, sure. There's not a lot of action, but yeah, that can go on there.
Because I know I did see like his horror short in VHS 2, and I thought it was like
I know,
very
right?
memorable. So I was like, okay, like this person can do horror and action both very well, which is
That's
not
it.
surprising.
We're gonna cheat now. We're gonna put The Night Comes for Us on the list.
You know what? The Night Comes First is so freaking gruesome that you might as well.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's have fun now. What did you like The Apostle?
I didn't see it. That's why I wanted to kind of get.
No,
everyone's
that can go on there. I mean, it's not a lot. It's not really
Dark
an
Fate.
action, but it gets crazy later. Halloween Dark Fate. You got any other picks? You had some good ones so far, man.
Oh, from my end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can't talk about anime because that's just another level.
Unless you get a few recommendations. If there's a few, you can throw it on there. I already said the Vampire Hunter D ones. We just we won't do a deep dive because it's too much.
Yeah, I
go
guess
ahead.
if you just throw a rock, you'll hit a great, horror, action, sci-fi, fantasy anime movie. Wicked City is, I think, a really good one.
That's a crazy movie, man.
Hell, even Ninja Scroll has horror elements to it, I think. Does it? It does. Like mystic. Is there any creatures in it?
They're kind of like their powers, the ones that he fights.
Yeah.
They have like creature aesthetics.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Attack the Block.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, why not? Kids get killed, so fuck it. We got to put it on.
Okay, so that's why Mimic made it on the list. Because I'll never forget that.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, it's one of those things like where it's kind of a little bit of everything, and so it's like, yeah, technically it's also action and horror.
Right, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, those little kids were horrible, so I didn't mind them getting picked off. Let's see. High School of the Dead. That's an anime, right? Oh, Kaloi's recommending it, so yeah. I think I seen that one. I think I saw that one. People Under the Stairs? Is that action horror? I don't know if that's action horror. We could cheat and put Shocker in there.
Okay, if People Under Stairs goes on the list, Shocker goes on the list, and if Shocker goes on the list, to be fair, People Under Stairs also go, like they're attached at the waist. I know they're two completely different movies, but in terms of their relation to this list, they're both like equal distances apart from the list.
Right.
For very different reasons. Because I could kind of see it.
And then there was a kind of a voodoo battle, right, at the end of Serpent and the Rainbow, right? Wasn't there kind of like a voodoo throwdown at the end?
Oh, I don't. I remember really liking it, but I have to
It's
watch
been a
it
while.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those '90s Wes Craven movies are so underrated. It's
Yeah, there's a
it's
bunch
like
that just
People Under the Stairs, Shocker, Serpent in the Rainbow. It's like nobody gave a shit
yeah.
until he made New Nightmare. It's like,
Yeah.
the guy's talented. He can make other movies besides Freddy related movies. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of sad. I feel sorry for Wes sometimes. No, I had fun with this. I mean, this is low budget, and the vampire. I mean, the werewolf ears look like bat ears. They look kind of goofy, but it's still a kick-ass little movie, man. I like it. Have you seen this one?
No, I have not.
So imagine badass blind soldier Zatoichi military dude lives in an apartment complex, and he basically starts hearing murders happen in the apartment complex, and you find out it's werewolves. So
Oh, nice.
imagine this guy he's blind and he's been retired. Imagine like Don't Breathe, but instead of killing other douchebags, he's killing werewolves. That's what
You
Late Phases is.
you had me at werewolves.
Oh shit! The same actor who played in that role, he did Zombieland could have went on there. Zombieland, right?
I saw someone in the comments mention that. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
100%.
see the second one.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I don't know. If
I did really like the first one. I thought it was
Yeah.
good.
But a movie that's similar to Zombieland, but it's not really comedy. That same actor did called. Oh man, I'm so fired because I really like the movie. Steakland.
Oh, I hadn't seen it, but
Steakland's good. I haven't
yeah.
seen the sequel to Steakland, but Steakland's pretty good. You can put Steakland on there.
it has been recommended to me.
Yeah. Ooh, hell yeah. First Power needs to go on there with Donnie Yen in it. Have you seen First Power with Donnie Yen?
No, is that action horror?
I'm just kidding, man. First Power stars Lou Diamond Phillips.
Okay. That's so funny you said Donnie Yen.
That joke, I'm going to run it into the ground. I don't care. But yeah, have you seen that, dude, with Lou Diamond Phillips?
No.
First Power is great, bro. It's really good. It's like you have First Power, Shocker, and then you have Fallen with Denzel Washington. All three of those are almost very similar plot synopses.
Okay.
Yeah. Except, Shocker, he lives through, electrical equipment and
Yeah.
stuff, right? But First Power, it's like people getting possessed. Kind of like Fallen.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now. I haven't seen it, but okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
It's
Lou
pretty
Diamond
good,
Phillips?
dude. First Power is pretty dope, man. Like the guy's Lou Diamond Phillips, almost said Donnie Yen again. Lou Diamond Phillips chasing the guy who's possessed, and he's on a rooftop, and he just jumps and leaps off the building, and it's a real stunt. Because I watched the behind the scenes of the guy falling like straight
Nice.
down. It's crazy. And he just lands and just gets back up and starts running away. But yeah, there's crazy stunts in that too. First Power is pretty good, man.
Oh, someone mentioned a really good one.
Which one?
End of Days.
Yeah, you put End of Days on there, sure.
I think 100% you should put End of Days in there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah. Yeah, They Live. I think we mentioned They Live earlier, right?
bats. I don't remember that being a good movie.
Donnie Yen was in Bats, yes. We saw Bats, and it's
Or Stab, if you look at the cover.
the thing with Bats is that when it was ridiculous, it was fun. It was like a fun B movie when it was ridiculous, because there's parts where the bats are like talking to each other, like talking shit. Believe it or not. But then when it tries to be a serious horror movie, it fails. But when it's B schlock, Bats is entertaining, but it's not great. Hell yes for this. Yes. Chuck Norris' Silent Rage. Yes. That needs to go on there. That movie blew my mind the first time I watched it. Because I remember turning on the TV, and I was like, oh shit, this dude just grabbed an axe and he's killing everybody in the house. I was like, what slasher horror movie is this? And then the cops show up, and then Chuck Norris gets out the fucking truck.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this movie? Yeah. Oh shit, we got Brendan, Wet Movie 1 in the house. What's going on, brother? What are you doing awake, my friend?
Oh,
I hope you're doing well, brother.
a big fan of his.
What? Did you hear that, Brendan? Did you hear that? Martial arts action stuntman Alex Chung. He's a big fan of yours. Did you hear that? That's awesome, man. Let's see here. Oh, Kevin had a question for you.
Let me watch the new Chucky series. That's a maybe. I actually have liked every single Chucky movie that's ever come out, save for the remake, only because I haven't seen the remake.
Right.
Like I liked Seed and Cult and Curse. I liked all of them.
They're entertaining. Yeah.
The series, I don't know. I think I'm also purposely avoiding like paying attention because I want to go in blind.
There you go. Kind of stay away from trailers and TV spots and stuff.
Yeah, because just to me it'd be way more interesting than like, oh, this person's in it, that person's in it. This is the direction I go. I don't want to know these things. I kind of just want to, I mean, I think Chucky is a slasher you could turn into a series. At this point, so I'd be down to watch it.
It's like the only reason we would support it and watch it is because it's got the original creators and Brad Dourif involved. I mean, so fingers crossed. Hopefully it's good. What's up, Jim Jam Movies? Shout out to the UK, son. That's what I'm talking about. But there's another. What is the other Chuck Norris movie that's kind of like Silent Rage? That's actually
Chuck Norris movie?
Yeah, there's another one like Silent Rage. I have it. Oh, help me out, chat. It was another serial killer. It was like a serial killer dude, and the guy was fucking huge. I think it's The Terror. Have you seen that? Oh, The Hero and the Terror.
Okay, because you're talking about. You just made me think of the movie with Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson? Which one is that?
So I think it's old
Wolf?
Roger Corman, Francis Ford Coppola movie. It's like
With Jack Nicholson?
It's terrible. I think, yeah, it's.
What is it?
It's a
horror movie.
It's a horror movie. I mean, yeah, it's an old. I forget what year it came out. It was like in the 70s, maybe. It was like young Jack Nicholson, and it's just like it's clearly like an unfinished movie.
Oh no! Now you got me curious of what it is.
I'm sure there's other movies called The Terror. I know there's Terror without the, but
right.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Well, I can't think of another Chuck Norris movie. It's late that would be horror action.
Besides Silent Rage.
Yeah.
This actually can work because you have this serial killer who's huge, and what I really like about The Hero and the Terror is that for the first time ever, Chuck kind of loses, bro, and that fucks with him for the rest of the movie. Like Chuck Norris is usually immortal.
Yeah.
He actually shows like fear of this guy, and this guy ends up breaking out of prison. And then they have their altercation at the end of the movie, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, Silent Rage is definitely more horror because it's almost like Chuck Norris versus Michael Myers in that movie a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Hero and the Terror is definitely not bad. See No Evil. Which one's that one again?
It's the.
Oh, with Kane.
Yeah.
That's more slasher. I don't really remember a lot of action.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe because of the Wrestling Association.
Maybe. Ooh. Yes. Good one. Yeah.
The Collector movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Collector movies.
Yeah. It's the Collector and then the Collection. Definitely the Collection is a lot more action than the Collector. But you got to see those movies, man.
There wasn't a movie called The Collector with Morgan Freeman, was there?
Yes.
Okay, but
and
I know which one you're talking about.
There's an old movie with Terrence Stamp called The Collector, which I heard was really good. But there's no connection. So is this the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess 63. Damn, yeah.
All right, I'm going to look it up.
It's one of the last
I don't think I've seen this one.
Karloff movies.
Okay.
No, I'm not recommending it. By the way, like, don't get.
No, I
just
want to see the poster.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a public domain film, so like you'll see like a billion different posters and DVD VHS cover arts for it.
I'm trying to bring it up here. It's lagging. Come on. Why is it lagging? Let's try it again. There you go. Oh, it's still Alex.
Oh, you missed it the first time.
I'll have to bring it up again.
Someone in the chat mentioned Event Horizon, but I don't really
Great
think
movie. I
of it as
love it.
action. Yeah.
I love the movie, but in terms of action, probably not. There's a fight at the end.
There is that fight with Sam Neill at the end, which is a funny sentence to say.
Yeah, Logan, I threw in Cobra just for fun. I did. All right, Brendan, I'll hit you up after the stream, bro. Definitely. All right, here we go. Now I can bring it up now. I had to take down the other... Here we go. This movie?
Yeah.
So you said this is like not even a movie.
No, it's like I think what happened was they had finished another film with Boris Karloff, and then I think they were ahead of schedule. They had an extra few days of filming. So I think Roger Corman's like, in true Roger Corman fashion, is like, hey, we have Boris Karloff for another few days. Let's just shoot this whole other movie without writing a script. And let's have Jack Nicholson, who's like barely been in movies, to like direct some of the movie because like we need to finish it. And it was just like it was a big clusterfuck.
Wow, look at this. Look at it says
Jack Hill's involved.
Francis Ford Coppola, 3 or 4 days director.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jack Hale, 1 day. What is going on here?
It makes Deathstalker. I know this is my second time bringing up Deathstalker, but this makes Deathstalker look like, I don't know.
Dude, check this out, bro.
Halloween 2018.
Look at all the directors. For Roger Corman, Francis Ford Coppola, Jack Hale, Monte Hellman, Jack Hill, Dennis Jacob, Jack Nicholson. Oh my God. Dude, I didn't know anything about this. That's insane. Wow.
It's like, yeah, it's like if like a group of 13-year-olds like had a camcorder and like decided to film in a dark house. This level of quality. And it's funny, like say camcorder, I don't even know if younger people even know what the hell that is.
I know, right? What is that? VHS, what? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Thanks for reminding me, Tribal.
Yeah, good pick.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could go on action horror. Definitely Mayhem. I enjoyed that. The wonderful Samurai in that. I
noticed you have Lara Croft in the background.
Oh, the Lara Croft shelf?
Yes.
You notice it's all old school too, right? It's only old school Lara Croft stuff.
I am right there with you. I've actually played one of the newer Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
And it's like a well-made game. I mean, games obviously have come a long way, but like I miss the over-the-top dual pistols doing backflips Lara Croft. Like it's obviously way less realistic, you know. But you know, when I play the new Tomb Raiders, I don't feel empowered anymore. I feel very vulnerable, and I feel like every little thing is going to kill me. But it's no knock on the new games. I think they're really well made, but it's just a different style. And I'm also a huge fan of the old school.
Yeah, that's my wife, dude. She loves old school Lara Croft, so that's all her shelf up there. Bobby just gave me a good idea for a Versus episode.
Oh shit.
The Belko Experiment versus Mayhem.
Oh shit.
That's a good Versus, bro.
I missed the Belko Experiment. But I want to see that.
If I make it a Versus episode, let me know if you're down. If you're free.
So the reason why I brought Lara Croft is because I was going to ask you, are you a fan of the old Resident Evil games?
Yeah, I was horrible. I never beat them, but yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So do the movies deserve to be on the list?
You could put them on there, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put the Resident Evil movies on there, except for the final goddamn chapter.
That's the only one I haven't
seen. The final chapter was atrocious. The final chapter was terrible.
Did you like the other ones?
The final chapter is so bad that it doesn't even feel like Paul W.S. Anderson directed it. That's how bad it is. You're like, this is the same director, and he wrote the script, so even he screws up his own continuity that he established earlier. He like changes shit. It doesn't make any sense. But there's a lot of quick cut editing, bro. A lot of shaky cam during the action. It's terrible.
Did you like the other ones though?
They're guilty pleasures.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one's probably the best, but I actually, believe it or not, I actually liked the third one a lot.
Same. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say a lot, but
Yeah,
like
I mean,
to
compared
me,
to the other ones.
I find all of them below average. Just
Yeah,
for me.
they're not great.
But
Yeah.
I definitely thought the third one, I like had things that I liked about it because it had that Mad Max vibe.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
good pick. Good. No, I forgot about those. Yeah, those are good. Those can go on the list, except the last one.
yeah.
When the action's not even good in the last one, it's failed. It's terrible,
Okay.
man.
But yeah, those movies definitely have both horror
Yeah.
and action.
Tons of shaky cam and everything, dude. Like, what happened? It's the same director. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, good picks, definitely. But your favorite is still, Alien versus Predator Requiem. That's still your favorite movie.
For
all
anyone
time.
joining now and weren't here earlier, and 100% know Requiem, Alien.
I ordered the
Predator.
4K Steelbook just for you, man. Yeah, it's on
Oh,
its way.
thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see in a different light. Something the movie was greatly lacking.
There's a YouTuber out there. I forgot his name, but he enhanced the movie to where you could the light part, the
Right.
brightness. And he's like, "Look, now you can see all the action. Look, the movie's good now." It's like, "Well, that doesn't help me." How am I supposed to buy a copy? Is this it has to be an official release for us to own it. Like, yeah, that's nice. You did your own editing and you can see the fighting now. That's nice. Great for you. But it's like, what does that mean for all the people who would actually want to buy it? They're kind of fucked. There needs to be an official release of that, and the studio doesn't give a shit, dude. They're not going to brighten it up. Like the Godzilla 2014 movie, they did lighten the movie. So you actually see a lot more of the action at the end with the fight. But you can see the action at the end of that movie anyway, but for the 4K transfer, they did lighten it.
It's just
So fans are like, hey, maybe Alien versus Predator Requiem will get this treatment. They don't give a shit, dude. That costs money, bro. They don't care.
right, because like the movie's only problem is the lighting and not the time we waste with the Mr. fucking pizza delivery guy with the girl he has a crush on getting his ass kicked by the bullies.
The Dawson's Creek part, yeah.
What the is this Alien versus Predator? Why am I
dude.
watching?
I know, but there's fans of it. There's fans of that,
Which is fine. I'm actually hey, look, in this situation they won because they're the ones that had a good time at what we didn't.
Right,
so.
right. Let's see. Here is Cloverfield.
It's a tough one.
I'm
gonna say yes.
Sure, you can put that on there. Now we're getting kaiju territory now.
Yeah, you kind of started it with
it's my fault.
King Kong.
Because if you're gonna do that, Skull Island, put King Kong Skull Island on there.
But that's the thing, right? Like, it's funny. Like when I organize my movies,
It's monsters.
I don't know where to put King Kong and Jaws. Like, yes, they're kind of monster horror fantasy. Yeah.
I don't know. Or so you separate your movies by alphabetical order? I mean, by genre?
Every year or two, it changes. Like, I completely revamp and rethink the whole thing.
Gotcha.
But what I always do is, we were talking about, like, today we're talking about action horror, and a lot of sci-fi movies came up. Sci-fi is a great connector because I always have my action movies and my horror movies only separated by the sci-fi movies because it's a great transition. So it doesn't seem like they're separate. It seems like it just flows into sci-fi from action, then flows into horror.
I would love to see your movie collection, man. That'd be dope. It'd probably take forever, huh?
They're just stacked in front of each other, so it's really just a safe space. But I have like
that's it.
I have an okay amount.
Next live Q&A. You're gonna bring them all over and you're gonna show your collection.
I don't know who would sit through that, but I keep seeing Spawn mentioned, and I think it brings us back to the Crow discussion.
Well, I think we said fuck it with the Crow. I think we said yeah, sure.
Did we say fuck? I thought you actually said like maybe not.
I think I said I'm not. I don't think I made it for our list, but I said I wasn't going to say no to their list.
Now, if we're talking about the HBO animated series Spawn, yes, that is very horror-esque, as compared to the live action.
Yeah, a lot of action. I mean, he does fight demons and stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no to Spawn. Leviathan, huh? Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Sure. Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah.
The best line ever, man, that I always botch when I try to do it from Leviathan is when Meg Foster's on the screen. She's like, yeah, sorry, we can't rescue you right now. There's a storm above, a storm up above. But, hang in there, guys. I feel you, you guys look like, I understand your pain. You guys look like you've been through hell. And what you call says, Ben, bitch, we still here. It is the best line in that whole movie, man. Oh my God. Yeah, Deep Rising, that made the cut. Definitely. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yep. Russ Lig. Yep, we already mentioned those. Definitely. Oh, man. What do you think? Wrap it up? Is it time? You had a pretty good discussion, man.
You're the captain.
I'm the captain.
I go down with the ship when the ship.
You go down with the ship. Hey, this was a lot of fun. Yeah, we're getting close to 3 hours, so why not? We'll go ahead and wrap it up for the day. All right, all you badasses. Thanks again for hanging out with the Samurai Guy and awesome special guest at the last minute, Alex Chung. Y'all know where to go. Follow him. That's right. Subscribe. That's right. Keep an eye out for his future endeavors. And, Alex, this is his second home, man. He's going to come back, hang out with Samurai. We're going to do more movies and have a lot of fun with that. Don't forget tomorrow, guys. Snakes on the plane. Don't forget tomorrow, guys, Versus. That's right. 6 p.m. Pacific, baby. Oh, yeah. We're doing Silver Bullet versus Bad Moon tomorrow. 2 extremely underrated werewolf films that I am fans of both of these. It's going to be interesting tomorrow night. That's right. You don't want to miss it. There was going to be some special guests. That's right. He was on the channel a while back. If you see in the description, you'll recognize him if you love metal music. He said he was down to hang out, so we'll see if he shows up because I know he's extremely busy. But yeah, he'll be hanging out with us tomorrow as well, so you don't want to miss it. And always great to hang out with you guys and talk movies. Keep watching horror films. That's right. Support the genre. It's just one of the best genres of all time. That's right. Alex, don't go anywhere. All right, guys, take care. See you guys tomorrow.